Mimi? Hey y'all, I think we live. It ain't showing me no numbers on the screen yet, so I don't know if y'all can see me. If we live for real. Okay, I see it say 55 people, so maybe y'all can see me now. So this is an early live. It is a live that I didn't even last night when I went to bed intend on having, right? So I'm going to have this live. I will give everybody the heads up. And in that heads up, what I'm going to tell everybody in this live is that I'm not here to elevate anybody's mind. I'm not here to talk to you about the issues that are going on in the community. I'm not here to talk about what the government is doing. So to some of y'all, you might think that this live is a petty one. So I'm just telling you now, if you think it's petty or you don't want to hear about the issues in the Black community, because some of y'all like to always, hey, Carbon Q, some of y'all love to always want people to put the community in this positive light. And whenever they want to bring the negativity, people don't want to hear that shit, okay? And so I am going to tell you that as a person who has done all the work that I have done in the community, I'm telling you our biggest problem is other niggas. I don't care how nobody feel about it or what they say. So I've been telling y'all for a long time, this is nothing new. I've been telling y'all recently that like I'm done doing the shit that I do. But I just want to sit here and sip my coffee. We're going to watch some videos because I want to show y'all in live time some of the shit that I'm talking about that the community tries to put me through. Because a lot of y'all don't walk in these shoes. I don't know if my life been exchanged for yours, FBA. Are you in the house? You was here earlier and left some messages. Are you here now? That's what I want to know. Are you here now? Because you was here earlier. So I have something that I want to say to this man, but it would be nice if he was in the chat because he's always in the chat, right? He gives and he does everything else. So before I say what I'm about to say to him, it would be nice if he was here. So if he has something he want to say back. But I assume that he's not here yet. So maybe he'll be here a little bit later on. But I want to say this to everybody. If you want to look up and go back through the chat, there is a man that calls himself My Life Has Been Exchanged for Yours, FBA. Okay. Now, this man, he is a member of the channel. This man gives in the super chats when he's in here. But I also want to reiterate that people like My Life Has Been Exchanged for Yours, FBA, is exactly the type of shit that I'm about to talk about right now. So let's go over his comments real quick to start this live off. And again, I want to remind everybody, if you think this is petty or you here to be entertained or you want to talk about something different, like that's not this show right now. And I may be back at 10 o'clock. I may not. I'm a Pisces and I be all in. And then when I'm done and don't give no fuck. And right now, I don't really give a fuck about saving nobody or telling nobody shit. I really don't. So I might be back at 10 because we need to talk about a bill that you guys have not probably noticed that is out there, but I told y'all this was coming. There is a bill that is trying to be passed in California about you being fined for the shit that you say on your social media if they consider it to be hate speech. I told y'all this shit was fucking coming. So we don't have that conversation tonight at 10. We'll see how long we stay in here and how I feel about the situation. But I'm going to play some videos for you because in real live time, I'm going to show y'all some of the shit that I be talking about. So we're just going to watch some shit. To some people, it might be petty, but this is what we're going to do. So if that's not your thing, then this may not be the live for you, okay? But for My Life Has Been Exchanged for Yours, FBA, he came in here earlier. Now, remember, this man has recently come to this channel. He's not somebody I've seen around for a long time. So he's new to me, obviously. But in the new time that he has been new to me, this man has watched me go to Chicago on my dime to help the community. He's watched me go to LA and do an event, right, on my dime. He has watched me do what I did trying to help Ozone in his situation. But he comes in here and he says, that title don't sound good. And it's not. It doesn't sound good. You're right. He says, so who you gonna help with a couple exclamation marks? How about I help my motherfucking self? right? But it keeps going down a slippery slope. Let's see what he said after that. So it's like, so who you gonna help? So are you implying like, because I'm not helping the Black community, I'm going to help the white community or somebody else? No, how about I just have a peace of mind, woosah, and live my life without being run through the ringer for trying to help people? I don't believe in toxic relationships. I'm too old for that shit. And that's what the fuck this is starting to feel like. Okay? But then he says, FBA doesn't need to be saved. We good. FBA against the world, baby. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. FBA. My life has been exchanged for yours. I'm gonna need you to shut up in my comment section. You're new to me, but let me explain something to you. Just because you're a member of my channel or because you give me super chats, I don't give a fuck about money that people give me in order to say dumb shit to me. So if you're offended and you don't ever want to give again or you want to remove your membership, I wouldn't give a fuck. But I'm going to say something to you. I'm going to need you to be quiet because you new around here. So saying FBA doesn't need anybody to save them, baby, I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up. Because according to my emails, all of the niggas rents I done paid over the years, all of the people I've helped for free start their businesses to find some financial freedom, all of the motherfuckers I done helped with my platform whenever they're crying out for help or need to get notoriety, or we need to flood somewhere with some phone calls so they can get some motherfucking answers, shit like that. Or when I need to help somebody financially with shit in their life because they can't get to work or they can. So don't tell me about who don't need to be saved because I've been saving niggas for years now. So I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up, okay? Okay? I find it amazing that y'all come in here and y'all love when I got something to say a certain way to certain people, but then y'all think that just because y'all give some super chats, you can come in here and won't nobody cuss your dumb ass out. So then after that, he comes in and he says, love her show, but that title, she's sounding like an MOP right now. Now, I don't know what the fuck a MOP is, but I know that the last time you were in my live, there was a man on my panel I was talking to, and he was a Black man, but he was not an FBA, right? And so you kept calling him an MOP. So I'm just going to assume that an MOP is calling somebody not an FBA. They sound like an outsider or something. And this is the shit that I'm talking about. Motherfucker, I made a video with the title that says one more reason. So first of all, there's a reason. You haven't even stopped to get the reason that I'm no longer helping my community. Apparently that means that I do help my community. And I said, y'all can save yourselves from now on, which means don't call me for no help. But because of my title, and you have not listened to any of this fucking video, nigga, you say that you love my show, but based on just my title, I sound like an MOP. See, this seems like a small scale thing, but this is a perfect fucking example of what I'm about to talk about in here tonight. Because y'all motherfuckers love me until you think that I've said or done something that doesn't sit right with you, then all of a sudden it's a problem. You love my show and you've watched me do all kind of shit for the community in the past 90 days. You've been in this motherfucker because you new to this channel. Okay, you've watched me do all of that, but then all of a sudden, before you even let me go live and listen to my video, when you've been around, bitch, you know what the fuck I've been going through in the community just in the past 90 days. This is what you do. You come in here and you insult me and you basically call me the ops. This is what y'all love to do. As soon as I say something y'all don't agree with, I'm COINTELPRO. I'm the ops. This is the shit I'm talking about. A motherfucker who support me financially and be in my chat and swear he like me on my channel based on my title because I said I'm not fucking doing this shit no more because of some shit I'm going to talk about today. I sound like the op. This is what y'all do. Y'all turn a motherfucker into the op and you start talking crazy about them as soon as a motherfucker don't do or say some shit that you like. This is what motherfuckers, Black people, do all the time to people in the community. And the crazy part is that somebody like him, I guarantee you've done nothing for the Black community, brother, other than change your name on Facebook, on YouTube to My Life Has Been Exchanged for Yours, FBA. The biggest thing you think you've done for Black people is put the title FBA in your motherfucking name. If you have not dedicated your life and gone out of your way to spend your own funds and everything that you do to help your community because you have a passion for them and you have not walked in my shoes, bitch, I'm gonna need you to be quiet. If your name has never been on the Black identity extremist list and everywhere you go, the police were watching you, and when you come into cities, they let you know who you are and that they're watching you. If you have never gone through the airport and every time you go through, they pull your bag out and check it every single time while they call it a random check, nigga, I'm gonna need you to quit talking to me. Quit talking to me. Okay? That's what I'm gonna need you to do. So this man to me is a perfect example on a smaller scale of what I'm talking about. 1 minute you niggas love me, the next minute you niggas hate me. And y'all got me fucked up because I don't do toxic relationships. Now, in this show today, right? This is not something new. I've been telling y'all recently. I don't know, Pink Goddess. I don't know what the fucking MOP is either. I asked him when he was calling the man an MOP, but he might have said it and I might have missed it. I don't think he said it. I don't know, but he was calling the man an MOP as a way to disrespect him. It was a disregarding thing, like he's not one of us. That's basically like what it meant, right? So I want to say to y'all, and I want to be real clear. Somebody said today is my birthday. Well, Willie, happy birthday to you. Okay, happy birthday to Willie. Everybody in the chat is Willie's birthday. Shout out to Willie. Okay. Somebody said we need your energy and experience in this movement. So let me say this, Tori, before we get into this conversation, right? When I say that I'm not helping the community no more, I want to be clear what I mean by that. Now, Michi gonna be here to give her commentary. This is what a lot of y'all so-called Black activists do. They give commentary online, but they don't really do shit in the streets for nobody behind the scenes. They really do not. They do not, okay? So that's all they do is give commentary online. So I will be here to do my show. I still got MX Network, and that is definitely for the people. I am still going to promote my businesses and my classes. I'm going to get in my bag and be the entrepreneur that I am. I have spent so much of my money that I make on the community. So let's be clear. I have never raised funds or donations to try and get y'all to pay for any of the events that I've done or anything that I do in the community. Just recently, I started asking y'all to help a little bit because I feel like, yeah, why the fuck I got to do it all on my own? And before I say, fuck it, I'm not going to do no more work in the community like that, right? I said, maybe if I go to the community and ask them to help me a little bit, take some of this burden off my back, see how many people really want to support the work that I'm out here doing or caring. I asked for a little bit of help. And I did not ask y'all to help me. I asked the community to donate for me to help the people so I didn't have to come out of my pocket and do it all myself. And guess what? Some of y'all showed up and y'all showed some love. But for the most part, y'all gave me y'all ass to kiss. Y'all was like, bitch, we not paying to help you help the motherfucking community. You pay for that shit. So at the end of the day, I want y'all to know what this means. So what this means is that I'm not doing any more events. I've already said that, right? I don't want y'all to email me anymore when y'all need help with something in the community. Stop asking me to take on the responsibility of saving your situation and your family. I'm tired of going through emails. Like at the end of the day, I can't sleep. I have insomnia. I be up at night, not sleeping, thinking about all the people in my email and all the people that want my help. So the fact that this shit sits on me like it does, and then motherfuckers got the nerve to talk about me the way that they do, like y'all could kiss my ass. Y'all really can. I would like some normalcy in my motherfucking life. I'm tired of getting up, and every time a person thinks they have a problem with me, they always want to go and make videos and lie on you and tarnish your name publicly to everybody. Like if y'all ain't never sat in these positions, you don't know what the fuck that shit feels like, right? So I won't be doing any more events publicly. Of course, I'm gonna do my classes and stuff like that, but I think some of y'all have confused. I'm an entrepreneur. There are things that I do business-wise, and you purchase a service or an item and you get that, right? That's not necessarily my activism work. So I'm not going away, but don't call me to save y'all situations. That's what I'm telling y'all. I do not want to help nobody bring notoriety to somebody's story. I don't give a fuck. And let me tell you why I don't give a fuck. Because for years, I've been bringing notoriety to people's stories, helping to try and get them answers. But I want you to know, tell me what's changed in all the years that I've been doing activist work. What's changed? I don't want to hear another nigga hit me up talking about, Michi, could you share this story and get some notoriety because they just hung somebody on a college campus? So what? And you know why I say so what? Because all the fuck you're going to do is get some views off of it. People are going to promote it everywhere. It's going to be an entertaining story. And in fucking 5 minutes, y'all going to forget about that man and they're going to hang 7 fucking more. I'm tired of talking with no action. Y'all not going to get up and do nothing about it. If y'all tell me somebody else got hung, if I tell you, well, let's go the fuck down there, who coming with me? And we about to go mistreat some of their people like they treat ours. Now, you might lose your life in this fight. You might go to fuck to jail. Who coming with me? None of y'all are coming with me. None of y'all. None of y'all. Faison said, you can sleep all day. You don't have a job. Faison, shut the fuck up. Sir, I run a business. That's more than having a job. My office is in my house and 24/7. When I'm not sleeping, I'm in my office working, motherfucker. So I'm glad that you say I don't have a job. I do have a job. I am a business owner of several businesses, motherfucker. I had several meetings yesterday about my businesses to acquire some things to advance what it is I'm doing. I spent late into the hours last night after I got off the goddamn live that I did with you guys so that I could set up some things I needed to do on my website and structure some stuff. So please shut the fuck up, okay? It's amazing to me how you people who work for other people seem to think because I don't enslave myself to somebody else's dream, that means I don't have a job. Bitch, I got plenty of shit to do. I got more shit than you have to do because when you get off work, your job is done. Baby, I run everything in my business, so my job is never done. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about, right? Right. Somebody said don't get mad because she not punching y'all the clock. Like they do. Y'all mad as fuck. You don't have a job. I'm gonna need you to change that wording too. I am a business owner, motherfucker. And all the money I've made on my businesses over the years. For any of y'all came online talking about I'm gonna make some money online and drop ship. And I've been making money online since 2015. Ain't worked for nobody in a long time, baby. So put some respect on what the fuck it is that I do. I am a business owner. I own a whole fucking network that costs over $3,000 a month just to have that motherfucker. Your feelings is just hurt because your ass gotta go to work in a minute. Or you probably watching this live from your motherfucking job trying not to get caught. Okay? So please shut the fuck up. You can sleep all day. Bitch, I am a mother. I have children that I homeschool. You act like people don't have lives. You go sleep all day, bitch. This is the shit I'm talking about. It's always some stupid motherfucker in here talking some dumb shit. Oh, so my FBA's exchange for yours says I'm going to jail with you. So he is here now because I was speaking to you earlier and I was looking for you in the chat because you wasn't here. So my question is you is why we having this conversation, brother. I appreciate the fact that you have come over here and show support, but why I gotta be a motherfucking MOP based on the title of my thing? You do know that your reaction is part of why the title is what it is. Y'all love me until you think you have a reason to hate me. So now I'm an op and I'm against black people based on the title of my video, and you ain't even bothered to watch the video yet. I'm trying to understand why that's your approach, because it's people like you that do the shit that you just did in my comment section that make me feel how I feel right now. So I would just love to know why by my title you had the shit that you had to say to me in the beginning, because I read all of those comments. I seen them when I was in the car on my way home trying to get to the live. You said FBA don't need nobody to save them. Well, my life been exchanged for yours, FBA. Do you know how many motherfucking people in the black community I've saved from being homeless? Giving them solutions to everything else. I'm just saying, you ain't been around here long. In a little bit of time you've been here, you have watched me in the past, 3 months? You're new to this channel, and you have watched me already go to 2 places on my own dime to do something for the damn community. And you watched last night, I believe. If it wasn't last night, it was the night before, because you gave $20 to Brother O. So if what you say is true, that don't nobody need no saving, then I shouldn't have done none of that shit, right? I should have kept my money in my pocket, and I shouldn't even use my platform to help Brother Ozone out. I just want to know, first of all, what is an MOP? Because you kept calling the dude that shit the other day in here. And why do I have to be an MOP? See, this is what y'all do. Y'all love me until I say something you don't necessarily agree with, and all of a sudden I become the op. I'm the op now? I don't have the right to say that I don't want to be an activist anymore in the community, or that makes me an op? That's crazy to me. It's crazy, but okay. Thank you for the $5. Shout out to one Mr. Reed. Thank you for the $4.99. Thank you for that. And we got brother Stephan with the $10 holla says, thank you, Michi, for all you've done for our community. As a day one, I know the sacrifices you've made to bring us together and make us better. We love you. And I love y'all back. So let me be clear about that. I've received a lot of love and a lot of stuff, but it just gets really stressful. And at this point, I just, again, it's a lot. It's a lot that I deal with for the stuff that I do in the community, but also in the sense that, like I said, and the brother, the FBA said, look, I go out there with you. I'm tired of talking about the situations that we deal with, but nobody wants to do nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing. I don't want to just keep talking about the problems we have. There have been quite a few hangings. There have been some police brutality. There's been some fuck shit that's done happened to some Black people lately. Do you want to know why I didn't tell the story? Because why? Y'all just want me to report Black people's pain to make some money off the views? And we don't have a solution and we not finna go do nothing. I don't care, because it's the same shit year after year after year after year after year. It's the same shit year after year. I don't, if we don't have no solutions, or this is not something you need, I think when I come up here and I talk to y'all about the government and things we need to be aware of, like the shit that I want to talk about later on tonight, like I need y'all to be aware of that, because these are new things that are coming up and in our face, even though I said this was happening for so long, but I can verify those things for you now because they're actually happening, right? That's different. But to keep just talking about what happens in the Black community, we know they've been lynching Black people for forever. We know that the police have police brutality. We know that we get mistreated all the time. We know this. So if we're not going to do nothing about it, why y'all want me to just keep talking about it just to be talking about it? See, most of the other YouTubers and so-called social media activists, they'll talk about it, but they're not doing nothing about it. And they'll talk about it because it brings views and getting money, and they're making money. I done told y'all that Black dead bodies and Black pain and oppression is very lucrative for everybody, not just white people, for everybody. Everybody, y'all. And so I don't care to talk about those stories. It's not that I don't care, but it's like, what you want me to do? Just give y'all a tell you about the story that y'all done heard about 100 times, tell you how upset that we should be about it, and thank y'all for some super chats, and then get some money from the views, and nothing changes for that family. Nothing changes for that situation. And if you give it a little enough time, that shit gonna fucking happen again. Nah, I'm not interested in doing any of that anymore, because it doesn't amount to anything. Right? So that's my perspective in that. My life been exchanged for yours, FBA says. You said you're going to stop helping Black people. That's who I help. What was I supposed to say? I'm going to stop helping white people? I don't help anybody else but the Black community. I said I was going to stop helping Black people. Yeah, because that's who I help. That's who I'm in the community serving, is Black people. That's why I said the Black community. And when you said, who am I going to help then? My motherfucking self? How about that? Again, you ain't answer my question. What's the MOP and why I got to be? Somebody said it means mother of pearl. You stupid as hell, Derek. That's stupid. Let me see. Divine Energy says for the $10 holla. Thank you for that. Somebody says, fuck that, Michi. I want to do something. We ready over here. In Texas, okay, you somewhere in Texas, so you already know what it is. It's a small group of people, so I mean, like I said, everybody don't feel that way, but in large numbers, I feel like we just don't get together and do that. Thank you for the $10 holla. And it's not that I don't care. I just don't want to be the person carrying the burden of carrying on my back. Like, it's my responsibility for the most part. I'm just one person. That's all. And I am a woman. I would like in my life to not, it's one thing to be independent and have to handle all the things I handle in my life and be in charge of all of that. But then to be the person that so many other people look to. Y'all talk about Black women all the time, and you need to be more feminine, and y'all walk too much in masculinity. And masculinity is about leadership. That's one of the traits of masculinity. We should all have some of that stuff. But at the same time, like, I would like to get out of my masculine energy a little bit. I'm tired of being the savior for everybody, my household, myself, my friends, my family. I'm one that everybody calls on for something, and helping the Black community just gave me millions of other people to be concerned about, right? But I'm gonna play some videos for y'all. We gonna watch some videos. If y'all don't mind, y'all got some time, I want to play a video for y'all. So My life been exchanged for yours, FBA, with the $5 holla says, I can be worried. I just didn't like the title. Sorry, sister. Well, thank you for apologizing and explaining that. But where I'm sitting, your comments kind of, they set a certain way with me. It's like you ain't even bother to wait and hear the video when you've been watching me, and you kind of know that the community been putting me through the ringer just recently, right? So I thank you for apologizing. Thank you, because it hit me the wrong way. Like, damn, here's somebody go calling me the op again. I thought my life exchange for yours, FBI. I thought we was cool. I thought we was cool, bro. It did. It rubbed me the wrong way. But thank you for the apology. Thank you. So with that said, y'all, I do want to show y'all something. Let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all want to watch the video for first? Now, I want to say something to y'all. I want to play a video. Now, I talked about the guy Ken from the PALP organization, right, that was playing around with Ozone's money, told Ozone to fast sometimes instead of putting money on his books. Now, I just chimed in on the video real quick for a few minutes, and then I didn't get to finish it because I left, because I came over here to do the live with Ozone. But I would like to play some of that live, because I want to use that live to show y'all exactly some of the shit that I'm talking about. Also, I want to play a live for you for another bitch. This is going to be a little bit of drama filled, but I have a video of Goddess Masterpiece, this woman that I have helped for a very, very long time. So this is why I want to show y'all in real time the shit I'm talking about that I'm dealing with. I helped this woman pay bills. I helped this woman get her business started. I've done a lot for this woman over the years to try and support her trifling ass. And then all of a sudden, she tried to find a petty reason to talk crazy. I want y'all to know, for those that have been watching, it has been, how long has it been? Like 6 months. Do you know this bitch make a video about me every day? I just wish she would stop. She just recently made a video and just completely lied and made up some shit on me, and then had the nerve to put money behind the video and pay to promote it so more people would see it. So this bitch that I've helped her a lot more than I've helped some of y'all in my chat. That's the crazy part. And she will not shut up talking shit about me. Like, this bitch has been talking shit for 6 months. I just wish she would shut up and leave me alone. But she made a video completely lying, and she paid to promote the video because she wants people to see it that bad. So what y'all want to see? We want to watch, because I also want to explain to y'all too. So many of y'all asked me in the chat, y'all was saying in the comment section, why don't I take care of the funds for Ozone? Why don't I do this? Why don't I do that? I will get to that when we watch the video for PALP by Ken. But I don't want to be responsible for Ozone's money and taking that responsibility on and helping him. And I'm going to go back to the beginning of how all of this started, so maybe y'all can have some understanding in that situation too. Okay? So somebody said both of them. We're going to play both of them. Now we're going to be in and out with Goddess Masterpiece. It might be a moment for us, you know, to talk about Ken. Oh, God. And here we go. This is probably this crazy ass lady right now. Y'all just come in here. How old are y'all people? Somebody said, let's get her out the way. Okay. That sounds good to me. Let me go over here and find this video. Here we go. Hold on. So this bitch don't get done but like 100 views. Don't nobody watch her, right? Don't nobody watch her or anything like that, but she paid to get some views on this. Hold on, before I started. My life's been exchanged for yours. FBA with the $5 holla said, loves your show. Your show, great. Sorry, I just didn't understand the title. Thank you again for apologizing. I wanted you to know that's a first time for me. Usually people say stuff and I'll be like, why are you coming at me like that? And they don't take accountability. This is your second time apologize for that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Like, on some real shit. I appreciate that more than you probably think that I do. Thank you. We can have misunderstandings all the time, and I'm all down for, you know, correcting misunderstandings and stuff. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. So so let's play this video. This is Goddess Masterpiece. Now, I want to say to y'all, for those that do not know, this woman was a fan of mine. She was a very obsessed fan of mine. She was struggling with her content. Her content ain't never nothing but toxic shit. Her arguing with her baby daddy about, you know, custody and things like that of her kid. I shouted her out so we could monetize her channel. She wouldn't even be monetized if it wasn't for me. The rest of those subscribers you see are bought subscribers. She paid for them. But y'all the one that monetized this woman's channel because we shouted her out. I was like, yo, let's help her. So we monetized her. Over the years, I've let this bitch come to the Black Agenda for free. I got text messages I could show emails and everything too. Right. But you know, I've helped her. I've sent her money plenty of times, right? I saved her storage when she was about to lose everything. There's a lot of shit I did for this bitch. When I went on Tasha K, which was one of my biggest interviews at this point, right, as far as platforms. And I went on Tasha K and we were talking about Dr. Watkins and all of the women that he had played on Fly Nubian Queen. Now, nobody knew Goddess Masterpiece name because nobody watched her on Fly Nubian Queen either. She's always had bullshit ass content. She has no content of any kind of value. She just get on there and talk about the drama in her life. She's not intelligent enough to talk about anything of any fucking substance. So when we started talking about the women on Fly Nubian Queen, I brought this bitch up to try and get her some notoriety. Bitch, out of all the people I could have named, bitch, I named you. So it's just a lot of shit I tried to help this raggedy bitch with over the years. I tried to put her, shout out to even Steven in the house. He know she full of shit because he used to be over there supporting the bitch. Even Steven know what I'm talking about. So at one point I said, well, this bitch is broke. I said, you know, she be struggling. She was living in a shelter. I asked her if she wanted to do some content for me on MX Network. Okay. And I was going to give her a show, but she does not have any content. Remember that. Okay. So I had to give her the content. I said, are you interested in doing voiceovers for crime shows for me? Okay. So she says yes. And I say, okay, but your Goddess Masterpiece on YouTube and stuff. How about we use your name, Aaliyah Ferdon, because that sounds better as a crime reporter. Okay. Because I'm telling her what we need from her. And that just works and it sounds better. So she says, okay. So I have this bitch send me some stories. None of them are long enough for me to even make a 30-minute episode out of them. All of the stories are back in the 80s. We're in fucking 2025. This was in 2022. The whole premise of the story was for newer fucking stories. I would like something in the past 10 years, not 40 years. So the stories were way too old. They were not long enough. I paid her for every story that she gave me because I did not want her to feel like she had worked for nothing. And then I called her and we let her know that we needed her to correct some things with the stories. Now, she never corrected those things or ever gave me any more content. So I just assumed maybe she didn't like the position. Maybe it was something hard for her to do, or maybe she had a lot going on in life, being in a shelter and shit. And maybe she just didn't have the time to do it. So I didn't say nothing. Even though I paid her for it and it was a frivolous thing, I was like, well, she could have used the money. I'm glad that I was able to help her. No big deal about it. 2 years go past. 2 whole fucking years, bitch. You got my number. My number has not changed in 20 years. If you have my number within 20 years, my number, you still have my fucking number. My number is the same. Okay? It's the same. So instead of calling me on the phone, she goes on her live 2 years later and starts sneak dissing me and talking shit. I played the video for y'all. If y'all want to, it's the thumbnails with the crazy bitch face on it if you ain't seen it. And I went back and I played all of that for everybody so that they could, see all of that. And so, she's talking and sneak dissing me. And I'm thinking, well, cool. I'm shouting her out in my chat. I'm still showing her love and everything. And so she's on there talking shit about me. This bitch ain't a woman of her word. She lied about how the scenario went down. And my thing is, bitch, you could have picked up the phone and just called me. Like, we're grown-ups. You could have called me and been like, yo, Michi, why didn't you never put my content up? And I would have been like, well, remember, I needed you to tweak it and do other stuff. And if you're in a better position where you can do that now, you could still have a job. That's what I would have said to her, y'all. But she didn't call me. She started talking shit about me online. So I call her the only way I know how. I call the bitch on Facebook because I don't have her new number, because bum bitches who can't pay their cell phone bill often get new cell phone numbers a lot because they can't pay their bills, so they don't have the same number for years. You know what I'm saying? So she got her phone cut off and had a whole new number. So I couldn't contact her because I tried to call her first. See, this is the difference between me and this childish bitch, and I'm a grown-ass woman. I called her first. Everybody be like, Michi, why you be online arguing with people? Trust me, if I'm online saying something, I fucking tried to deal with this in another way first. I really did. So I called her to ask her what her problem is. She don't answer the phone for me, and then she go on her live talking about this bitch calling me now, blah 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 blah. I tried to turn it all around and talk shit about me. So then I went in her chat and I said, "Look, I'm done with you. Just don't fucking talk to me no more. I ain't gonna talk to you no more." So I come over, I block her from my page, and I take her wrench away because she was a person on my motherfucking had a wrench in my chat. That's all I did, and I left her alone. She kept talking shit. She kept talking shit. She kept talking shit. She kept talking shit. She kept lying about me. She kept talking about the relationships I have. Like, bitch, you really know me. She kept talking about my business and my classes being a fraud, even though, bitch, for years you promoted them and you had businesses based on my class. You just too lazy to be fucking successful. Okay? So she keep talking shit. I told the bitch, if you keep on talking shit about me, since you won't shut up, I'm going to shut you up. So I trademarked her name. I trademark her name because once you own the name, I can shut your YouTube channel down. So either you're going to shut the fuck up talking, or I'm going to take your YouTube page away, or you're going to change your name on your channel. Now, I prefer if she leaves it what it is, because I would rather take your channel down. I don't really want you to change it, but even if you change your name, I feel like, bitch, that's why I made you change your name, right? But I feel kind of like the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. Well, Michi monetize your channel. Bitch, I'm the one that got you there. So since I got you there, I'm going to take it away. Now, I told her to shut the fuck up, or I was going to trademark her name. I didn't do it right away. You know what this bitch said? She said, I don't give a fuck. Go do it, bitch. I don't care. Bitch, go do it. Bitch, 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 go do it. So I did. And here we are. She changed her name to Big Goddess or something like that. And then she felt stupid and was like, fuck that shit. I'm changing my name back. You're going to have to fight me, bitch. That was months ago. I haven't said anything to Goddess Masterpiece in months. At least 2 or 3 times a week, she makes a video and brings me up. Okay? But I just stay quiet the whole fucking time because I don't give a fuck, keep arguing with this, like somebody said, mentally ill bitch. So let's watch this video that she made recently, and the whole scenario of what I did to her is now completely changed. So let's watch this. I can't believe, and this bitch went and she went and had the nerve to pay to promote it. Okay, so let's watch what the bitch had to say.
Let's talk about bullies, especially when it comes to older Black women. So there's a fake activist. At the time, I thought she was a real activist. She goes by Michi X. And she would be on YouTube going off on the rant. You know, she was very militant for a Black woman. Now, she is biracial, but we were trying to see the Blackness in her. My mistake was that I was fanned out, okay? I told her and I let her know that I liked her work, I liked her energy, I liked her vibe. I also will go live on YouTube and talk about her quite often. Some years ago, she was offering a course, just like y'all see Peach McIntyre and some of these other content creators offering courses.
Wait a minute, it's about to get good. But before she says that, I want to address something she said. Do y'all notice how I'm a fake activist now? Why am I a fake activist? I'm a fake activist, but bitch, I wasn't a fake activist when I was paying your fucking storage, helping you when you were homeless in the shelter, giving you free tickets to the Black Agenda, trying to give your ass a motherfucking job, right? Right? But now I'm a fake activist. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. I could give you niggas the shirt off my back. As soon as you niggas got a problem with me, now all of a sudden I'm fake, and then I become biracial. At least she called me biracial. Most of y'all get mad at me when I say the wrong thing that you don't like, and y'all start calling me white. I'm only Black when you agree with me. I'm a white girl when you niggas don't agree with me. You've done this shit to me for years. But let's carry on.
How to make money online, how to start your own website, yada, yada, yada. So I paid for her course, as well as I was promoting it for free. She didn't even have to ask me, you know, because that's the type of person I am. So next thing I know,
I don't want to hear that's the type of person you are, bitch. You was promoting my class because that shit was working for you, bitch. And people was over there like, oh, you got a website. Oh, they was buying your perfume. I helped you, bitch, to make your own custom fucking perfume. Okay. You had your own website. You was selling dresses, edibles, perfume, and everything, but you're too lazy to fucking do the work. So you didn't make enough sales and it did not last. And you were promoting my shit. Let's be clear, because bitch, my classes are the fucking bomb. I teach more shit in my class to people about how to make money online than anybody. I am direct. I tell you where to go. I show you my shit in the background. There's not a motherfucker that will tell you. Every time if I hear anything from anybody, they say, Michi, your class is not expensive enough. You know how many people told me that they was paying thousands of dollars to motherfuckers who didn't give them 1/5 of the information that I do in my class? Girl, shut the fuck up. You were promoting my shit because my classes are the fucking bomb. That's why.
My website got shut down. My Instagram got hacked. And then I started getting bullied, stalked, and harassed for almost 4 years now. Come to find out, the bully, Michi X, I call her Munchie's X, okay, because she a little on the thick side.
We're going to go back.
Michi X,
I want y'all to hear what she just said.
Down. My Instagram got hacked.
Well, no, we didn't go back far enough.
You know, because that's the type of person I am. So next thing I know, my website got shut down. My Instagram got hacked. And then I started getting bullied, stalked, and harassed for almost 4 years now. Come to find out, the bully, Michi X, I call her Munchie's X, okay, because she a little on the thick side. She sends her...
First of all, let's be clear. You don't call me Munchie X because I'm a little on the thick side. I always been a big girl as long as you motherfuckers knew me, okay? Y'all love to bring that up. That's amazing. One thing is I'm a white girl when y'all don't like me, and then I'm a fat bitch. I've been a fat motherfucker ever since I came on the scene. Either I've been a little fat or a lot of fat, but I always been fat. And I just don't understand why you niggas is so perplexed and bothered by my motherfucking shape. This is what y'all all do. We supposed to be grown, but it's like high school. As soon as you don't like me, I become a fat bitch. And I need this hoe to be original because Munchie's X is actually what Tariq Nasheed used to call me when me and him started beefing. So, bitch, why don't you come up with your own motherfucking names, okay? Now, I want y'all to pay attention because she said that her website got taken down and her Instagram got hacked and she was bullied for 4 years. She is implying that I took down her website and I hacked her Instagram.
Minions to come ruin my business. She sent her minions to come hack my account. So you got to be very careful when you look at someone as a mentor and they don't see you in the same light. Same thing with Nicki Minaj and Cardi. You got to be very careful.
First of all, bitch, what you just said does not make any sense. First of all, she said I sent my minions after her. Who are my minions? Are any of y'all in the chat? I don't talk to nobody. Even the niggas who I'm supposed to talk to, I don't talk to. I stay to myself. I am an extreme extrovert. You could be somebody special in my life and call me, and if I look at the phone and I don't feel like talking to you right now, I'm not going to fucking answer it. So who is any of my minions in the chat? Who did I send to fucking take? I taught a bitch how to make money, but now she's saying I paid people and I sent people to take her website down. Bitch, was you just not on a video a couple of months ago talking about when you was first beefing with me? She told everybody that it's too expensive. She had to let her Shopify go because it's all these costs and I act like it's free to start a business. Bitch, I never said it was free to start any goddamn business. She already said she stopped paying for her website because it was too expensive. But now I got her website taken down. Do you hear this bullshit? Just straight up lies. I had her take my class and then I picked her out. But then what really kills me is the bitch said you got to be careful when you look at people in a mentor and they don't look at you in the same light. Bitch, if I was someone that was your mentor, I wouldn't look at you in the same light. Do you know what the definition of mentor is? Put the crack pipe down for a moment and pick up Google and go get the definition of something. If I am a person's mentor, you are not on the same level. And bitch, I should not see you as equal to me. Do you know what the fuck mentor means? First of all. Second of all, I was never your mentor. Why are you telling people this? I was never mentoring you, bitch. I was never your mentor.
Mentor, and they don't see you in the same light. Same thing with Nicki Minaj and Cardi. You got to be very careful. So I believe that Cardi handled herself very well with Nicki with the motorsport situation. Because when you show that you fanned out about somebody that's insecure, and sometimes we don't know that these people's insecure, right? Because they have this confidence and this swag and they have a platform. So we automatically assume that they're confident within themselves. But when somebody that's younger than them, who reminds them of themselves, comes and
Did y'all hear that shit? Or do I need to rewind it? Like, did y'all really just hear what she said? So now I'm insecure. I'm insecure. Michi's insecure? Bitch, I'm 46 years old. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all think about me or how nobody feel about me. Baby, I am who I am. But it's amazing that I'm insecure now. And she says that it bothers them when there's a younger person that reminds them of themselves. I got a question for y'all. What the fuck about this bitch in any way would remind me of myself? Somebody go tag this bitch. I would like her to answer that question for me. When somebody that reminds them of themselves, bitch, you are going through court. Child Protective Services took your kids away from you and gave it to the father. You have not seen your children on a regular basis in years. Bitch, you over there talking about I'm about to get married. Bitch, I've been married. Been there, done that for a whole lot of years. I've raised all of my children, bitch, in the home. I'm not living in no motherfucking shelter. I'm not a dumb bitch like you. I got enough sense to have content other than just my toxic ass life. I'm not sure you ain't done shit for the fucking community. You're a failure at your fucking businesses. I'm not sure what part of you will remind me of myself. We was both on the same platform. This bitch came to Fly Nubian Queen after I left Fly Nubian Queen. You were the lowest viewed bitch on Fly Nubian Queen. Fly Nubian Queen sent out notifications. They had hundreds of thousands of people who watched that channel. And even when all those people were able to watch you, none of them chose to watch your dumbass content. What the fuck about you, bitch, would remind me of you? Why would I see myself in you? We can start with the wigs you have on your fucking head that I don't wear, bitch. Do you hear this shit? This is reverse psychology. You want to be like me, bitch. I do not see myself in you. I don't know where you got that dumbass thought from. And then she says, an older woman. Y'all, when we done looking at the next couple of minutes of this video, I'm going to go show you what she really looked like. I'm going to need that bitch to take off that wig. I'm going to need her to take off that filter. And I'm going to need you to talk to me with your real face, bitch, and what you really look like. Because I'm not understanding how a bitch that I'm only 2 or 3 years older than, you're a younger female and I'm an older woman. Bitch, we're in the same age group. I am only 2 to 3 years older than you. Do y'all hear this bullshit? We're going to take that filter off and remind you who the fuck you is.
threatens their position, they will finish you even though they know that you look up to them. You got to be very careful.
Threaten my position. How?
Oh, and the last thing, when I was talking about the trademarking situation. So Munchie's ex, the fake activist, she started a network, right? It's supposed to be like the next Netflix or whatever, right? A black-owned or biracial-owned network. So she decided to say she was going to put me on the network in 2022. She paid me for content. I sent her content. She never put it on the network, right? I stopped sending her content, and I never spoke to her about it again, right? So earlier this year, I decided to speak up on my YouTube channel. I was like, you know what? Munchie's ex is not a woman of her word. She never put me on.
Right. You decided to speak up on your YouTube channel, bitch, instead of calling me to ask me what the issue was. Although you really knew what the issue was, you're just playing like you don't, because we clearly told you what we needed from you in order for you to do the job. Okay. But you could have called me on the phone. Yeah. So I went on YouTube. That's your problem, bitch. You go on YouTube with every problem you have in your life instead of dealing with the people. Crack babies, I swear.
Network. She offered me the position and then never put me on there. So it seemed to me like she's not official like that. Well, do you know she attempted to trademark my name like how somebody's trying to do to Miss Netta? But as y'all could clearly see, I don't have a big platform. So what does that tell you? If somebody tries to trademark you and they have a way bigger platform than you have, you're intimidated, ma'am. You're intimidated. So when y'all ask me, well, what is the trademark got to do with you? It has to do with me because I'm currently going through it. I have a choice to fight for my name. My original name on YouTube was Goddess Masterpiece. I chose to call myself Big Goddess on TikTok, right? But this is before she tried to trademark my shit.
No, bitch. You change your name to Big Goddess after I trademarked your shit. There you go lying. You're like 12 years old, bitch. Somebody go page this hoe. Cause I would gladly drop the link for this scary bitch, but I guarantee you she's not going to fucking click it. Just like y'all come over here in my comment section and somebody told me the bitch was live about me this morning. Go tell this bitch to come over here and click this link. Okay?
So now I have to decide, do I want to fight for my original name?
You can't afford to fight me, bitch.
Or do I want to give it up to a miserable, hating ass, biracial ass, fake activist asshole who I used to like, but people were comparing me to her and she ain't like that.
Which one of y'all niggas ever compared me to her? I need you to raise your hand in my chat right now so I can block you. I wish you would. I'm offended if you ever did. Who ever compared me to this bitch? Where did this comparison ever happen? This is some delusional. You need to go to the doctor and get some pills. And I'm not talking about the doctor, MD. Bitch, I'm talking about psychiatrist doctor. You know, the one that write the scripts for medical meds. Nobody has never fucking compared me and you, bitch, as though we're anywhere alike. Something wrong with this girl. Something wrong with this girl. Something is really fucking wrong with this girl. And she talks about the bitch who has been stalking her for the past 4 years. You act just like her, ma'am. You have nonstop kept my name in your mouth. Now you make up lies about me. Now you're trying to pay to promote videos that don't get no views while telling lies about me. You are just as bad as the bitch that's been stalking you for 4 years because you have been obsessed with me for longer than 4 years. And either you have my name in your mouth in a good way because you wanted me to love the hell out of you and take you in and be your sister. Bitch, I don't need no friends. I'm so sick of these bitches who get upset because I don't want to be your friend. How many times I got to say, I don't want no fucking friends. I don't like people. I want to be left alone. I don't want to go out and have drinks for brunch, bitch. I don't want to go on girl trips with you. I don't want to fucking do each other hair. I don't want to let you know if your wig is sideways. I do not want to be your fucking friend. I don't want to go mall shopping with you. Bitch, I don't want to do none of that. I don't want no friends. I want to be left alone, okay? Let's be clear. The fuck?
We had to corner me, box me in so that I don't grow. And I find that quite sad. So when I look at Nicki and I look at Cardi, it's the same situation, just on a bigger scale. Some older women are not ready to pass the torch, but you don't have a choice.
Did this bitch just say that I have to pass the torch? To who? You? Okay, somebody go get Goddess. I'm passing you the torch, bitch, because I quit. So let's see what you do with the fucking community, with your broke ass, with your delusional ass, with your you. This bitch said you want to keep somebody down. You know what I find amazing about this woman is that for as crazy as her life is and as fucked up as it is, she takes no accountability of any of her failures. It's everybody else's fault. In what way have I kept you down, bitch? Go make a video right now. Do not pay any money to promote it. And let's just see. I ain't been fucking with you and talking about you. Your videos don't go nowhere because don't nobody like you. That's your problem. You're mad that so many people love me. Nobody likes you, Goddess. You're not likable. You're stupid. But before we move the fuck on, and I make my whole point about this shit that has to do with my title, I want to remind this bitch of what she looks like without a wig and without a filter while you keep calling me an older woman. And you're younger. I'm gonna remind you, bitch, I'm only 2 to 3 years older than you. So let's remind Goddess of what she actually looks like with her real face, right? Her real face and her real hair. Let's remind her, since she want to put on a filter to look like she's 22, but bitch, we know you're not 22. I ain't never had a bitch in the same age. Bitch, we over 40. We all in the same age range now. You got me fucked up. Oh, this video will work. Let's play this.
The Pixie is any.
Let's remind her of what she looks like with her 40-year-old wrinkles in her face, right? Like a 40-year-old, the 40-something-year-old woman that she is. Let's remind her of that. Okay. Cause this bitch seems to I guess she thinks that's how she really look. That's what y'all problem. Y'all use them filters too motherfucking much, and bitch, you forget what you really fucking look like. You forget what the fuck you look like. So let's see what she really
You have to expose the narcissism, but you do it in a certain way. I didn't curse them out. I just said, I'm going to sue you. And then y'all got to prove why you're hindering me. Why are you shadow banning me? All I do is put up fashion content, funny shorts. I do my ASAP.
See that face? You look funny to me, bitch.
You two want to keep messing with my numbers because you got people that want to flag me, right?
She claims she don't get no numbers because people flag her channel. Look at them 40-year-old wrinkles in the middle. Y'all, we should pause it right there. Where are you younger than me, bitch? I just want to know, where are you younger than me? Because I see 40 all on your face. But to be honest, I look at myself in the mirror and I see I'm in my 40s. I don't give a fuck. Who got a problem with aging in this bitch? Let me ask y'all in the community too. Why do we tend to do this to people? Why do y'all insult people about their age like that's a problem? Y'all motherfuckers love to call me somebody's grandma. Bitch, I am. Some of you motherfuckers can't have babies. So now it's a bad thing because my babies have babies and because I get to see several generations? Bitch, that's why you in your 40s. You couldn't pay me to be 20 years old again. Why y'all niggas act like somebody getting old and being blessed to still see more years of their life is a bad thing? Fuck out of here. So we're going to turn down the volume. I just want you to look at that church dude. That bitch hair look like that wig that all the old ladies wear at church. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Look at this bitch without a wig. Look at her. Do you see them 40-year-old? Her face look, bitch, like you're 40. You ain't got that youthful and the tightness no more. We getting older, bitch. Where's the younger woman that I, as the older woman, is trying to dismiss? Show me where the younger woman is, because bitch, I don't see her. I don't see her in this video. Where's the younger woman? Where's she at? Now, I want y'all, you look at that shit. Now, remember what her face looked like right there, right? Now, somebody tell me if this is not two different people. Who is this bitch right here? We don't know you. Bitch, who is you? Who is this bitch right here? Because that is definitely not the bitch we was just looking at. That is definitely not the same woman we were just looking at. Okay, that's what I thought. Now the bitch says today, I guess the video that you guys tagged me in that I went to go look at, and I just want to be clear, and I want to say, since I'm so insecure about who I am and that I'm fat and how I look, I just want y'all to know there's no filters. See them? I'm getting old. Shit sags a little bit here, but I don't give a fuck. I am 46 years old, and I have no shame in being 46 years old because the life I lived when I was younger, I shouldn't even be here at 46 years old. My ass should be dead. Yeah, them fucking filters work magic. I don't wear no makeup. This is what I wake up looking like. I come here with my face the way it is all the time. I don't wear filters or none of that shit, but I'm the insecure one. Okay? So I want y'all to know that this video was made. Let me talk about that. This video was made a couple of weeks ago. Okay? She paid to have this video promoted so that she could try and tarnish my name. Now let's go back over the things that she said in that video. She lied and straight up told people that I was mentoring her. I was not. She told people that I took her class. She took my class, I'm sorry. And that after I helped her start a business, that I turned around and paid people to come and tear down her website and destroy her business. So is that what I do? I teach people how to make money and then I come and destroy your business. For what reason? She said that I don't want to pass the baton to the next generation. Bitch, we are the same generation. But I want somebody to go tell Goddess that I'll pass her the mantle. Because I quit. So, bitch, what you finna do for the Black community? Because whenever y'all email me now, I'm gonna forward it to Goddess Masterpieces email so that she can help y'all in the ways that people email for me to help them. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send that. Okay. I'm gonna read these super chats for some that have come in, and I just left this up there because Jason 7, yes, the bitch is missing a side tooth, absolutely, and then 2 teeth in the front, they're fake. They're fake. She just got those replaced, but she got a whole tooth missing on the side over here. Absolutely, you're correct in that. But I guess that being in her 20s, that's what happens when you're in your 20s. You lose your teeth. I want to say shout out to Even Steven for the $20 holla. We got My Life in Exchange for the FBA coming back with the $5. When are you going back to Chicago? I will like to take you out to dinner, please. I don't know when I'm coming back to Chicago, but I do love Chicago. I have a lot of people in Chicago that I love and care about, so I go to Chicago quite a bit. I will be coming there soon, though. So, and I'm gonna hold you to that dinner. Let me see. So we got CA with the $2 holla that come in here. I don't know why y'all pay money to try and insult somebody. Michi, why not focus on helping your waistline now? Because I don't want to. Why would you pay $2 to ask me that? Thank you for the $2. Thank you. Because when shit hit the fan real soon and niggas ain't got no food and it ain't nothing in the grocery store and y'all got to eat bugs to survive, guess what? My fat ass waistline, I could probably go a long time without no food because I got a lot of stored fat. So I'm going to be able to go without food a lot longer than y'all. So in the long run, you going to wish your skinny ass had a bigger waistline because you going to die long before I do. This waistline about to come in handy, okay? Shout out to My Life in Exchange for Yours FBA. Says my grandma got our by a white man and had my mother if I'm FBA. Yes. Wow, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for the $5 holla. He says I didn't know her. Thank you for the $5 holla. Thank you for that. And thank you for another $5 holla. Says damn cake. So what do that mean towards her? Let me see. We got another one. I think this is the last one, and then we will get on with the rest of this live. Shout out to Tito with the $20 holla. Says FemX is a few people that's for real and all this mess. I could always tell you were one of them. Keep your head up. I know you fought a lot for your people, and a lot of this stuff hurts the way motherfuckers just be motherfuckers are, but just stay strong. I'm sorry. I kind of messed that up, but I got it. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement, and thank you for the $20. So look, let me tell you something. I'm just tired of getting run through the ringer by people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that will come and watch me do what I do and they don't like me. I'm not bothered by people who talk shit about me. Somebody said I'm missing 2 side teeth and I made over 6 figures. Well, why you then go buy new teeth? Somebody said, so I don't get that joke. What joke? It wasn't a joke. It was a statement. Somebody said, isn't she missing a side tooth? Yes, she is missing a side tooth. And her 2 teeth in the front are fake. There was no joke. It was just matter-of-factly speaking. And the point I was making is that as old as that bitch is, her teeth is starting to fall the fuck out. That's why. But she claimed she was in her 20s. So I was being funny and saying, I guess that's what happens when you're in your 20s. I was being funny. She's in her 40s. And that's why her tooth fell out on the side. Because the bitch has spent 40 years of not brushing her fucking teeth. That was the point, okay? I don't understand how y'all come in the comment section and you jump in shoes that are not for you and then you get offended. You said I'm making 6 figures and I'm missing 2 of my teeth. Well, use a dumbass then. Why don't you go get your teeth fixed? And why you ain't brush your teeth? Why is they gone? Now, I'm not understanding what they had to do with you or why you're offended. Because if you're missing 2 teeth and it bothers you that much, then go get them fixed. I'm literally 29 and lost 2 side teeth. That's why I don't understand why you would use a joke like that. You don't understand why I would use a joke like that. Maybe it's because your brain at 29 cannot comprehend shit. The reason why I made the joke has nothing to do with you, motherfucker. It was based on the shit she was saying. Okay? It's based on her because she recently just lost her fucking teeth, nigga. That's why. And she wants everybody to think she's so young. I was making that point. And if you're that young and you don't have no side teeth, let me ask you, do you brush your fucking teeth? Since you got so much to say, we gonna wait on the answer. Do you brush your teeth at 29, nigga? You're not understanding why I would make that joke because I don't know you and I'm not talking to you. Do you understand the word context? The word is context. The joke I made is pertaining to the woman we're speaking about. Keep it in context, stupid ass. So let's play one more video because apparently she made this video today. And y'all came over here and was like, Goddess Masterpiece is once again talking about you. She makes a video about me every day. But well, every time she go live, she always has to mention my name. But let's go here and hear what she had to say about a certain something.
Here. I'm still here.
So this is what she had to say today.
They wanted me to feel psychologically that nobody's watching me anymore if I change my name. If my name gets changed, nobody's gonna fuck with me no more. I don't give a fuck about that name.
Nobody fucks with you now.
It's the principle behind why you're doing what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't have to fight for Goddess Masterpiece, but I'm going to give you a run for your money. I want to see how much money you going to spend to fight me. You see what I'm saying? You could put the application in for the trademark, right? Initially, if I would have kept Big Goddess Energy as the name and just cowered out, she wouldn't have to buy a lawyer. She wouldn't have to pay for an attorney. But being that I didn't cower out and now I changed my name back to Goddess Masterpiece, I want you to get an attorney and send me a cease and desist to stop using the name. And guess what? Even then, I'm going to wipe it with my ass like Tasha K. I'm going to wipe it with my ass. Because unlike Tasha K and Cardi B, you had no reason to do what you did. So I will definitely, when that day comes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to dress like Tasha K and I'm going to wipe my fucking ass with it. Here's your cease and desist. And now, somebody said you can't trademark a YouTube name. I don't know about that, Gaming with Source. You said 333 was like a warning for you. You can put the application in. But if I use this name for things, do you think I'm going to just cower that easily? I'm going to give you a run for your money. I'm going to make this hoe spend thousands on me. Yeah. Clock that T. While you over there trying to get content, tell the people that you had to spend money just to fight me for my name. Tell them that. You said not if it's yours, but I didn't trademark it. Anybody could trademark your name. You can either fight for it or you can leave it. So we shall see how this goes. Matter of fact, let me check the website now. They told me to keep checking it to see when it gets published in the Gazette. Because that's when shit is going to get real. And I'm going to say again, you going to spend money on me to get a lawyer. See, she didn't think I would have gotten a consultation with a lawyer. I did. And when we looked up the docket number, whatever the number's called, the file number, the index number, whatever the fuck, don't remember now because I don't care.
She did not get a consultation with an attorney. She has prepaid legal services, or they call it Legal Shield right now, because all of my kids have it, because you can push an app, and if the police pull you over, you can have your attorney on the phone. So for that reason, we got the plan for my children, right? But they give unlimited free consultation. So bitch, please quit coming on here line making somebody think that you spent all of that money to go get a consultation with an attorney when all you did was call your prepaid legal services and get a free consultation. And when she get done talking, I'm gonna inform her on how wrong her attorney is and the shit that he told her about fucking how trademarks work. Okay, but let's finish this, because every day she brings me up, every fucking day, bitch, talk about something else.
USPTO trademark. That's the website. He said, so somebody can take your channel's name and make you change it if they trademark it.
Yep.
It's not that simple. So again, it's what the person that's using the name, it's what they intend to do. Are you gonna fight for it? Or are you gonna change your name? Now, it's ways around it. Some people just say, I'm not fighting for that shit. I'm gonna just change a letter and keep it moving. Right? Alter something about the name, add a S, remove a S, whatever the fuck. I thought they paid people out for it. No, so you put your application in, and it takes time. It's supposed to take 4 months for them to do anything. Now, if you're made aware, say for instance with me, I was made aware that this person put the application in. So I had a month from the date they put the application in to oppose it. And I did not. But that's not the end of it either. So now her application is going through. Once it gets published, I have to wait till it gets published. Now the second part of it, where I can tell her to chill. Now I can hire an attorney. I can hire an attorney. Look, it's still pending. Black Royalty, Colorado. That's Munchie's
right.
X.
I trademarked your shit. That's me. Oh, Black Royalty. That's me, y'all. I did that shit. Absolutely.
So I can pay an attorney to send her a cease and desist.
No, that's not how this works. But we're gonna let you think that.
Okay. But that means I would have to pay for that attorney, right? And then he's like the lawyer said, people don't pay attention to cease and desist. What's up, Donesia? So the other step is when it gets published in the Gazette, like the application went through, they're finalizing everything for this person to own the trademark. I can come in, right, with my attorney after the cease and desist and then attempt to sue this person or tell them, you can't use this name because I'm already using it. So either way, either person has to bring it to the other person, right?
No.
Now, on the other person's end, that's being calculated and messy by trying to trademark somebody else's name, as I'm using it on social media in certain entities, right, like my Etsy, she can send me a cease and desist and say for me to stop using the name. You listening? Which I then am going to wipe my ass with. Because I'm going to make her, that means that she has to pay for an attorney along with the trademark.
No, I don't.
It's not just the $350 at that point.
Yes.
Now you have to spend some more money to hire an attorney, right?
I do, Terrell. I do.
Right.
I'm called the trademark queen.
So either she gonna shut the fuck up and just, she gonna own the rights to Goddess Masterpiece and shut the fuck up and don't say shit to me. Or she wants to be a slave owner and try to tell me I can't use the name that I created.
Okay.
And at that point, I'm gonna drain her pockets. So go run and tell her that. I'm gonna make you hire an attorney, bitch.
You ain't gonna make me do shit.
You gonna hire an attorney before I do. I promise you. Am I wrong?
You are.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Drop a 6 if I'm justified.
Everybody drop a 6.
Her name is
This
Michi
bitch
X.
is wrong.
We call her Munchies X over here. Cause she don't get no respect over here no more. You want to trademark my
Bitch, I don't
name?
need your respect.
Let's look.
If you walked up and met me in real life on the sidewalk, bitch, you would have all the respect in the world. I promise you, you would. You tough behind the keyboard. All you motherfuckers is.
For your black world, matter of fact.
Now watch this. Did she say this? We done looking at this bitch. Let her finish.
Because they all in cahoots together.
So she said she's going to look at Your Black World, which is Dr. Watkins. She claims now that we're all in cahoots together. So as much beef as I had with Dr. Watkins, I'm in cahoots with all of them now. Now, somebody said, damn, you trademark your enemies. That's diabolical. Yes, I do. And so a while back, I trademarked FBA when it comes to Tariq Nasheed because he kept running his mouth because he hadn't trademarked that shit. And I trademarked Your Black World and Fly Nubian Queen from Dr. Watkins because he stole my domains and did underhanded shit to me when I was working for him and building his network. Long story. If you was around, you know it. If you don't, you don't. I trademarked all of their motherfucking shit, and they did not know that I was trademarking it because these niggas is not good at business. And what I was going to do is make Dr. Watkins take all of it. I was going to send the paperwork to YouTube so his channels would be gone because he was trying to hold me back. And Tariq was talking all that shit about FBA. I was going to trademark that shit so he couldn't use it because he co-opted ADOS, and I'm down with ADOS. Okay, so when Tariq did all of that, I went to go trademark all that shit. Now, a foul ass nigga named Taharka Bey, who claims that he doesn't like Tariq Nasheed, he was all up in my business. And a bitch, this plays into what I'm talking about in my title. A bitch that I let work for me, that was my person that assisted me with emails. She went into my emails and she ended up she was looking for paper stuff to say that I'm a fraud to give it to Taharka Bey. So they couldn't find anything that I had frauded anybody out of any money for the Black agenda. But what she did find was my trademark applications. So she gave them to Taharka Bey, and this nigga went public with them in my private fucking emails. I want y'all to keep this in mind. This is another shit that I'm talking about. A bitch that I hired to help me with my emails took the opportunity because I was finna let her ass go too because she wasn't doing the job. She goes into my private emails and she gives my shit to Taharka Bey so he can talk about me. He couldn't find anything, but he found the trademark applications. So he goes public and he claimed he don't like Tariq, but he gave this nigga the heads up. He told him what I was doing. So once Dr. Watkins got word of it and Tariq got word of it, they had to fight me for the trademark, okay? And I did make them fight me for the trademark, okay? So that was the whole point. It was either I'm going to take the trademark or I'm going to hit you in your pocket every time you run your fucking mouth about me, okay? And so Tariq and Dr. Watkins both had to pay over $10,000 to oppose me for the trademark. That's how trademarks work. Is there anybody in here that can confirm that? Even Steven, you do trademarks all the time. You know what I'm talking about. So if you trademark somebody's name, there is a time frame where they publish that shit and it's published for everybody to see. If a person feels they have the right to that because they've been using it first, you can come in and oppose them and say, well, I'm actually the one that was using this first, but that's not enough. You need an attorney to file that paperwork for you and to argue that defense on your behalf. It costs a minimum of $10,000 to get that shit to go against them and to say it's yours. Well, when I knew that Tariq had paid over $10,000, because back then we even knew who his attorney was. It was an Asian nigga. Y'all remember that? For as much as he talk about FBA, y'all know Tariq got an Asian fucking attorney. Okay? So he paid over $10,000 to his attorney. Dr. Watkins paid over $10,000 to keep Fly Nubian Queen, and that network is not shit no more. But he didn't know that I had bought Your Black World too. And I did, but he didn't fight that one because he didn't know about it. So it ended up going through and I got it. So I said all that to say that this is where we are right here, where she's about to talk about, did I do anything with Your Black World? So that you know what I'm talking about. So yes, and this is the thing. I don't really need your trademark, but I will spend $350 to trademark your shit for you to shut the fuck up. Because once I do it, if nothing else, you got to come out at least $10,000 if you want your trademark back. So my thing is, bitch, every time you open your mouth and talk crazy about me, when I ask you to leave me the fuck alone, I'm going to just hit you in your pockets. Your mouth is going to fucking cost you. So yes, I trademark nigga shit. You should be smarter than that. How about that? Leave people the fuck alone.
Registered Your Black World. Now, do you
I own
see?
that too, see?
Oh, I didn't mean to show y'all that. My
You ain't want
bad.
to see your dirty ass house. I know that shit always dirty.
Sorry. But y'all haven't seen Your Black World on nothing.
That was the point.
You said the easiest thing to do is to refrain from. That's what I did. She was calling my phone. No, she was calling me through Instagram Messenger DM, and I ignored her, and I didn't give her my real number. I didn't give her my new number because it's like you wanted to argue me down. I don't play those games with narcissistic women anymore. I'm gonna disengage with you. I don't care if it's family. I don't care who.
And this is where we can stop talking to her. Now, I'm going to go over this shit that this bitch just said. You hear how she just said that I've been calling her and she disengages because I don't have her number? Bitch, I called you one time and I called you in the beginning of the issue to see if you wanted to talk to me. And then for a bitch to say that she disengages and then she just leaves people alone. Y'all in my chat, when is the last time you heard me talk about this woman? Other than the response videos I did months of fucking go, what have you heard me say about Goddess Masterpiece? I ain't said a fucking thing about her. Do you notice how she twists and turn things? I'ma just leave it alone and lead and be. Bitch, I'm the one that ain't saying shit to you or about you. You keep saying my name every other fucking day because you want me to say something to you so you can have some content to go and run your mouth about because you don't have nothing else to fucking talk about. Bitch, what? Nobody fucking calling you. I was doing the grown-up thing. When you started talking shit, I said, before I go live, she on YouTube talking shit about me. Let me just call her and ask her, what is the problem? I tried to call you because that's what grown people do in their 40s, bitch. But I forgot you 20-something, right? You in your 20s with them filters on. Now, let me explain something about this trademark and let me bring this back to the title. Because some of y'all might say, Michi, what does this have to do with your title? This is an example of many motherfuckers that I have helped in the goddamn community. And I don't understand how when I've gone out of my way to help somebody like this in the community, why it is that I have to be continued to run through the ringer. This bitch makes videos about me every day. People say, well, you can't ignore her. But then you make a video, completely lie about saying I destroyed your website and your business. And then you pay money to promote the video so that you can tarnish my name and tarnish my businesses, right? You have made videos talking about my autistic son, and my son that's autistic, he could run circles around this dumb bitch. She don't know nothing about my kids, but you want to talk about my kids. You want to talk about the relationships you think I'm in. Bitch, you don't know anything about anybody that I do anything with. So I'm just not understanding, right? And the bitch just will not shut up and leave me alone. So for somebody that does the work I do in the community, why I have to constantly deal with a bitch talking about me for almost a damn year straight. You leave the bitch alone. You don't say nothing to the bitch after I done come out of my pocket and help them, but you constantly want to continue to fuck with me. And this is not just somebody in my chat. That would be different. See, I've had beefs with people online and I say my piece, they say they piece. Me and Tariq used to beef. I ain't saying about that nigga forever. You heard him say anything about me? We let the shit go and we move on. That's called YouTube beefing. Bitch, in real life, I've helped you a lot. For you to turn around and then keep doing what you did, and for a bitch to say, let me just be clear, and this is what I want to say to y'all so you understand this and you can go back and tell it to her, okay? I know that she's going to watch this video and act like she didn't. So when she watches this video, she can get this information for herself. And this is me still being nice. I also want y'all to remember, as I go back and tell you, you remember I just told y'all a few minutes ago, I hired a Black girl who was about the community, she said, to do my emails. This woman went into my emails and gave my personal emails and my business emails to a motherfucker on YouTube so that they could tell my business and try and run me through the ringer. They were looking for payments to the Black agenda or to see if they could find some way I was scamming. You didn't find any of that. But you go and tell my personal business and give it to a nigga online who has done nothing but made videos up about me that lies about me. And she did this because I had a problem with her because of the work she was not doing. So I was getting ready to not let this bitch have no job. And because we were on those terms, she figured she was going to try and destroy my image. And then you go in there, you don't find anything you can destroy me with. You fucking go give them some shit that's not your business at all. So I want y'all to let that sink in too. Like while we're talking about Goddess and we're talking about that other motherfucker that was lying on me, I want y'all to think about as a Black person, as an activist, all I've done for the community to try and give a motherfucker in my audience in the community a job to help them and pay them. And they say they love me and they want to help with the movement. And then you turn around and give my personal emails. And I think the thing that was really crazy about that. So I want y'all to keep that in mind too. Like this is the shit that I go through all the time. Y'all not finna give me gray hairs earlier than I'm supposed to have it. No. I'm not doing this shit no more. And this is part of why. I want y'all to see this in real life. For the people who don't deal with this, who don't have to walk through this, every day I got a bitch fucking talking shit about me online that I've gone out of my way to try and help her in her fucking life. Then the nigga gives the information to Harka Bay, claims that he does not like Tariq. He is in a lawsuit with Tariq. Why the fuck would you give Tariq the heads up that I was doing something to him? Why? But you hate this nigga. You hate the FBA thing. And I was finna put a stop to all of that. I was going to trademark FBA and I was going to get that trademark and pass it on over to motherfucking Yvette and Tone. And I was finna say, bury this bitch. And every time he opened his mouth, we going to make sure he can't never speak that shit because he co-opted ADOS's movement. That's why I did it. And he was steady talking shit about me. So the fact that I didn't get it, I didn't want it to use it. I wasn't mad at that. The fact that you had to come out of over $10,000 out your pocket, have y'all noticed that after that, Tariq ain't said nothing else about me? Have any of y'all noticed that after that, Tariq ain't said shit else about me? Because motherfuckers learn, I'll trademark your kid name, nigga. That nigga Tariq coming up with a new invention every goddamn day. Do you know before he came out with his next project, he was saying what the name was? I had people emailing me the name, talk about it ain't trademarked yet. You want to trademark it? I could have trademarked everything that nigga opened his mouth to say, or make him trademark it before he do it. Every fucking grift he come up with in the community. But Tariq, shut up. Because see, when you have money, you can fight different. With money, you can fight a little bit different than just using your fist. And Tariq realized it was really expensive to keep beefing with me, so he shut the fuck up. Let's be clear. He ain't said shit about me since that situation. Now, let's go back to the Goddess bitch that's steady talking shit. Now, let me show y'all something and how I constantly give people grace. See, this is the Pisces in me. Like, I want to hug you, but bitch, I want to punch you in your fucking mouth at the same time, okay? Now, telling her this is giving her a heads up, and I don't really care because I like a hard-headed bitch, right? But they say a hard head make a soft ass. So at the end of the day, I like a hard-headed bitch. So I would like this misinformed bitch to know, right? She's talking about, oh, you're going to trademark my shit, and then you're going to have to spend money, and you're going to have to get a lawyer, bitch, you're going to have to sue me, and you're going to have to do this, you have to do this. Somebody tell Goddess that's not how this works. So I want to explain this to all of y'all. You get a trademark. You file for it. A trademark is the ultimate end all to be all. You can copyright some shit. It ain't like a trademark. A trademark says that even with a trademark, if you own a domain with that name on it, I can make you stop using that domain. I can take down everything that you use that name in because you are infringing on my trademark. A trademark is king in the business range, okay? When it comes to business, if you do not trademark your shit, that's your fault. Nobody cares. You can't cry about it after the fact. Well, she shouldn't have did that to me. That's not how this works. You file. Right? Somebody said, why is you hating on Tariq? The cooking channel, I'm about to block you. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Now you won't say nothing else in my chat. We're not talking about Tariq right now, you dumb bitch. And didn't I just explain to you why I said what I said? I'm hating on Tariq because Tariq did some shit to me and I reacted back. Girl, shut the fuck up. Now you won't say nothing else in here again. I don't know if you like my show, if you've ever donated, if you've been around here, bitch, you won't say nothing else back. You must be new. Don't come ask me no dumb shit. Me and Tariq have had our interactions for quite a few years. And if you don't know how how shit went down. Bitch, shut the fuck up talking to me, okay? Get out my dumb ass chat. That's not even what the fuck we talking about right now, okay? We're talking about the trademark portion. Motherfucker always talking about, stop hating on Tariq. Girl, if you don't shut the fuck up and tell that nigga to wipe that fucking spray paint off his goddamn fake ass hairline, girl, shut the fuck up. Take your ass over to Tariq motherfucking channel, bitch. Don't come here and say no dumb shit to me. Hating. Bitch, I ain't never hating on nobody. I don't give a fuck about none of these niggas. Okay? What you not gonna do is keep putting your mouth on me and not pay a motherfucking price. Okay? So maybe he should stop hating and he wouldn't have had to come up with over $10,000 fucking dollars to keep his damn name. Now, I got a challenge for you, ma'am. Say something else in my chat. Go ahead, type it. I bet you can't. Don't fucking play with me. This is not the time. Bitch, you might be new here, but when Michi going in, this is not the time to come in my chat and say no dumb shit. You should have said that shit on another day. Okay? Now you can't ever speak in this motherfucker again. How about that? You want to say something, bitch? Give a super chat. Give a $1.99 super chat, and we'll read your dumb ass comment. Now again, when you trademark somebody's name, you trademark their name. That is the end all to be all. Now there is a time business says, if you didn't bother to secure your name and trademark it, then you're not really serious about your business. We're not going to go back and forth and debate this. That's not our issue. So you trademark it. When you trademark it, it goes through the process. Once they are ready to grant you the trademark, okay, they will publish the trademark. And if anybody is in the system watching it, right, because you have some knowledge of it, if you don't have no knowledge and you don't know somebody's doing it, your ass won't know. But if you are watching where they publish it on the website, you have 30 days from the time that it is published to get an attorney and to oppose me. You have got to then fight to say, even though she is, or this person is trying to get this trademark, it's my trademark. I can show that I've been using it for this many years. This is the reason why they shouldn't get it and I should get it. Basically, you're supposed to get an attorney and argue back and forth in court. Now, you're going to pay a minimum of $10,000 to get a trademark attorney to oppose your application. That's the minimum. It could cost more than that. Okay. Now, when they oppose it and they file this, they come back to the person who filed the trademark, who in this case will be me. And either I can turn around and I can pay for an attorney to fight you for the trademark, or I can say, I don't care. I don't want it. You've already spent over $10,000 on an attorney. You can have the trademark. You spent over $10,000 to keep your trademark when if you had any business sense, you should have spent $350 and trademarked your shit in the first fucking place. See, even though I be running motherfuckers through the ringer on that level, I kind of think that I'm teaching you how to be better business people. Because after I take your shit one time, or you got to spend $10,000 to oppose me one time, guess what happens? You learn your lesson. And anytime you are serious about starting a business, I guess you go trademark that shit, don't you? So somebody run and tell Goddess that this is how this works. I will not be sending you a cease and desist, sweetie, at all. At all. Okay? If you don't fight me for the trademark and come up with the money I know that you don't have, right? And you had an opportunity to avoid all of this. I asked you to quit speaking on me and just leave me alone. Bitch, you said what you said. I said what I said. Yes, the cost of filing a trademark is $350. If you have somebody assist and help you versus doing it on your own, it may cost you a little bit more. I have paid $350 for the trademarks, but I have also paid $850 by allowing somebody else to do it for me that does trademarks when I don't want to take the time to do that shit. But yes, the cost of filing a trademark is only $350. Yes. Okay. Now, somebody go and tell Goddess that this is how this works. So you're not going to oppose me because you don't have the money when they file it in the 30 days. They're going to then grant me the trademark. I am not going to fight you back, and I'm not going to do any of those things you suggest that I have to do. I'm not even going to send you a cease and desist, although she thinks that's how this works. See, cease and desist, right? Work in a way that a person has to go to court to try and get you to do something. YouTube, baby girl, and social media is not a court of law. They actually are not going to debate who owns what or who does what. They're just going to follow the law. So when I get the certificate of trademark, all I have to do is send that trademark to YouTube's legal department, And you will wake up in the morning with no more channel at all. Not a strike, not a warning. Bitch, you're going to have not a page. See, that's how it works in the social media world. YouTube is not going to argue legalities with you. And then if I take your page down and then you decide to go get an attorney's going to tell you, ma'am, the time to fight for your trademark was during the opposition. She owns it. We can't do nothing to her because she owns it. You can't civilly sue me because I own a trademark now. The proper way to go through that process is to oppose me the way that you should oppose me. And when you don't do that, once I got the trademark, there's nothing that you can do about it at all. So I'm glad you're so smart, you dumb. I want Goddess to keep standing on everything that she just said. I want you to be so tough that you do not change your name. Because I also warned you before I trademarked your name. I said, Goddess, just leave me alone. Don't say nothing else about me. Next time you make a video about me, bitch, I'm going to trademark your name and then I'm going to take your channel down when it comes through. This bitch made 6 more videos about me. I said 1 and I gave her some grace. I waited till she made 6. I said, you know what, bitch, I'm tired of you. I trademarked her shit. I posted shit in my community section. It's still over there now on YouTube. And I tagged her in it. And I said, bitch, you done wrote a check. Your mouth done wrote a check. Your ass can't cash. Okay? But you doubled down. Then she changed her name to Big Energy or some bullshit. And then she got mad and said, fuck that shit. I'm changing it back. I'm not changing my name. So baby girl, since you're so young and I'm such an elder, I'm your elder, baby girl, let me tell you something, okay? I want you to keep that same energy. I want you to be so fucking tough. You bitch, I'm not changing my name. Because see, the only thing that will change your channel at this point is if you change the name. And if you humbled yourself, that's probably your best move. But me personally, I don't want you to change your name. I want you to leave it as Goddess Masterpiece because that's where you give me the power now to shut your shit down. Now, I asked you to shut the fuck up talking about me. The trademark allows me to make you shut the fuck up talking about me. That's how that works. So I also want to throw this out there. Like in all of the shit that people do, I really don't give a fuck. And if you leave me alone for a moment, I get over things. That trademark probably is not coming through until December or January. If Goddess would just shut the fuck up, stop defaming my name, talking about shit you don't know nothing about, trying to disgrace my businesses and everything else, bitch. Guess what happens? I get that trademark in the mail and I don't take your page down because months have passed and you shut up. And because you left me alone, because that's all the fuck I really want is for you to leave me alone, I probably would let you live. So I want you to know that every fucking time you go live and you make a video talking about me, all you do is continue to light the fire in me that says, when I get that shit, bitch, I'm going to take your page down. If you would just shut the fuck up and leave me alone, I'd probably forget all about it and not care. Because ultimately in all of this, after all I've done for you, I just want you to leave me alone. That's all I really want is for you to leave me alone. I'm tired of doing shit for the community and then some of the same people that I do shit for to give me their ass to kiss. I don't have to do any of these things that I do for people. I don't have to pay nobody's rent. I don't have to use my platform to help people bring notoriety to their story. I don't have to use my platform to have y'all call up to jails and schools and everywhere else when people are having issues in their life and they need some help. I'm not obligated to do any of these fucking things. And then I do them, and then y'all always want to come with some bullshit. Now, when I show y'all Goddess Masterpiece, this bitch is not the reason I'm not doing anything in the community anymore. She is one of the million fucking things that I deal with all the time after I try and help a person in the community. This is what people put me through whenever they don't like something I've said, or I don't give them their way, or I'm not, quick to listen to their commands or be what the fuck they want me to be. Then all of a sudden you want to tear me down? I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of being treated this way. See, I want y'all to understand it is like a toxic relationship. It's like I love on the community and we have some really great moments and some times together and we laugh together and we have victories together and it feels good and it's nice. And then as soon as that happens, somebody in the community turn around and start putting a whooping on me and then want me to forgive them. There's a nigga that come in here named Suge. 1 minute Suge is giving me super chats and telling me he loved me. The next minute he's on his page making videos about me, talking about I'm a scammer. The crazy part is for everybody that calls me a scammer, not one of them have ever purchased anything from me or did any of my classes or anything that they could call me a scammer about. But they're ones calling me and there's nobody else backing that claim up. So you do for the community. I run my businesses. I want y'all to know that my businesses do really great. They do. Now, I'm not the richest person in the world, but I do not go to work for nobody else. I make over 6 figures after paying taxes and stuff. And sometimes I make multiple 6 figures. Some years are better than others. But at the end of the day, I spend majority of my money on helping the community. I pay people's rent. I fly myself out and do things. I pay the extra. When we put events together like the Black Agenda, the ticket sales, because I try and keep them really low, because understanding the community, I give away so many free tickets. Because I'm not finna tell somebody they can't come to the Black Agenda. I want y'all to know I come out of my pocket thousands of dollars for every fucking event that we do not make out of ticket sales. I pay for all of that. Just for the community to give me their ass to kiss. Now, this is not the only topic we're talking about. So hit that like button, share button, or whatever. And if this is petty for y'all, I'll see y'all on another live when we're talking about something more serious. Maybe this doesn't matter to you, but it matters to me. And I want y'all to see the shit I'm talking about that I go through all of the goddamn time while I'm just tired. Y'all gonna see me on here giving me my content. Y'all gonna see me promoting my classes and doing my businesses, but I'm not coming out of the community to do no more events. And don't nobody email me no more talk about Michi, please help me in my life and my situation. I don't want to. I don't want to. Email me and ask me how you can help me. Y'all know I got a son that got caught up in the school to prison pipeline. My son went back to motherfucking prison. Nobody asks me about my son. Nobody. Nobody asked Michi how she doing. See, I got in this fucking fight because I have my own things to fight. The guards in prison murdered my brother. My fight didn't start because of the pain y'all have. It started from the pain that was put on me, and I understand too many of my people go through it. But this evil-ass country has snatched my baby, and he will never have a life. He will never have a fucking life. Don't email me unless you want to ask me what the fuck you can do for me now. This is what I'm telling y'all. Because as soon as I do all of this shit for everybody else, it's somebody who always got some shit to say. And if I don't pay y'all attention online, I don't pay y'all no mind. You know what you niggas do? Y'all email me and threaten me. It's like, goddamn, you make videos and I ignore y'all. Then you come to my email and say shit. Now, let's go over the second reason why I'm here. Before I do that, though, I just seen a super chat. I think I missed them. Let me go back and read them. And now we're going to talk about Ozone situation. And we're going to talk about it from the truth of what the fuck this situation is, okay? That has to do with me. Y'all came in here and y'all was like, Michi, why don't you be responsible for Ozone's money and help him? I don't want to. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I don't want to, right? Let me see. I already read that. Shout out to you for the $5 house. Says, I don't see nothing wrong with you. That was a while back. I think that's what I was like, everybody be saying shit about. I don't see nothing wrong with me either. I love me. I do. I love me. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but this is who I am. It took me a long time in life to become the woman that I am. And I like the woman I am. I've been through so much shit in life, and I am so proud of myself from the shit that ain't nobody therapied me through nothing. Ain't nobody came in. Everybody tell black folks, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. I have picked myself up by my motherfucking bootstraps. And not only have I picked myself up by my own bootstraps, I put a gang of motherfuckers on my back and I carry them too. But all that I've been through in life, and then all that I have accomplished in life, and to be the woman I am today, I love me. I really, really do. So when people play this game of, oh, you fat, you shouldn't like yourself, girl, get the fuck out of here. Nobody get no fuck about that. If I wanted a little body, I could buy a little body. I don't even gotta go to the gym. I just go get some of them fucking shots everybody be taking, and then when all my fat go away, I just go lay on the table and have them cut it all off. I'm not interested in none of that shit. Motherfuckers act like I can't have that kind of life. But thank you for that. I don't see nothing wrong with me either. I am who I am, and I love the woman that I am. I'm very proud of myself when I look back at the woman I've become. And if you don't feel that way about yourself, then you got some work to do, right? Goddess. And then he come back with another $5 holler and says she used white cake soap. I see it. I was wondering what you meant by cake soap. I don't know what that bitch used, but I know she need to stop with the bullshit. Trend of Life with the $5 holler says, "You look good, Ma. I turned 50 yesterday. Life is good. Be blessed." Absolutely, it is. You know, happy birthday to you. You know, turning 50. This a blessing to live that long and see that time, right? So it's good to get older, y'all, especially in the Black community. I don't know why we do that as a knock or a diss, but so many of our people die very young from stressed out lives, crazy situations, from the violence in our communities, and just so much other stuff. Like, if you done got older and you alive and you making it and you not stressing and struggling every day, like, congratulations to you. I wish that everybody in this chat, I hope y'all all see 90. I hope you see 100. You remember they said the motherfuckers on the Smuckers this morning, we got Bridget Tanner. She's 102. Like, I wish that shit on all of you. I hope you have a very long life. I really do. Like, shout out to living to see another year. Shout out to becoming older. That means you made it to old age, right? Shout out to that. And live your life as long as you can. Because when this motherfucker over, baby, it's over. Okay? So happy birthday, belated birthday to you. Shout out to you with the $5 holler again. My life been exchanged for yours. FBA says, damn, she in love with you. That's what I said. She want to be me so goddamn bad. That's why she made that video and made that comparison. You're just going to have to pass the torch. She's insecure when she sees a younger woman and she sees herself in them. No, bitch, you wish you was like me. And that's the sad part. Learn to be yourself. Learn to be, I agree with you. You say she in love. I say she's obsessed. She is. She never really liked me anyway. She was always looking for a reason. No matter how much I help her, I think the fact that I wouldn't bring her close and give her more of my time, more of my money, I think maybe she wanted me to offer to pay for her attorney for her family court with her kids or something. I don't know. But when I wouldn't give her everything she wanted, I think there was a small jealousy there anyway the whole time. She wanted to fucking be me. And that's sad to be a grown-ass woman and want to be somebody else. Girl, be your goddamn self. That's why don't nobody watch your channel, because people like authenticity. Just go live and be you, bitch. And that doesn't mean with your bonnet on or being ghetto as fucking your man's robe and smoking weed. That's not the you I'm talking about. I'm talking about just genuinely be you. Stop trying to take other people's wording. This bitch be on her lives talking about, I be going down these rabbit holes. Y'all, where you think she got that from? And I'm not saying I created the term rabbit hole, but I mean, do we not see the whole rabbit in the back? How long have I been saying I'm going to take y'all down some rabbit holes? Girl, just be your goddamn self. That's the best advice I could fucking give you. Be yourself, bitch, and shut up talking about me, and you might not lose your channel. That's the best advice I could give you right now. You should take it too. As your elder, since I'm so much older than you, bitch, you should take my motherfucking advice. Since I'm your elder, hoe. He says, thank you for the $5 holler. Tell her you don't got that way. You don't go that way. Yeah, I don't go that way. I don't like women. I love men. I know we got these new age folks, but it ain't me. Another $5 holler. He says, I don't like one person. I like the idea. I like Black Alpha. Let me see. And then another $5 holler. Thank you. The brother showing all kind of love here tonight. Says, she likes you and she wants you. Can do that the hard. My son is autistic. He's doing great. Okay. So I get what you say. Yeah. I don't know what she wants. I think she want to jump on my skin and like wear that shit and walk around like Silence of the Lamb. Clarice. He's gonna be walking around with my skin. I was talking about Michi. And shout out to your son. Shout out to all of the autistic kids out there. Everybody is not autistic in a way that people think. Like, there are some really amazing things about autistic people. I won't just say kids. And my autistic son, I don't even like to define him as autism, because that's not the thing that leads to who he is. He is so smart. He is so caring. He is so structured in his life. Do he have certain things he deal with because he's autistic? Absolutely. But out of all of my kids, and my other kids watching, they ain't gonna feel no type of way because I say this all the time. We all agree, even his siblings. Like, he's the best kid in the whole house. Like, he's just a really amazing person. And he's so smart. And the shit he does and he says and the way he conducts himself in his life, it's just, he awes me and I'm his mother. So, like, shout out to all the autistic people and shout out to the parents who are dealing with autistic children. It's not always easy, but shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, right? As an autistic mother, it's not easy. But them babies is so worth it. And shout out to you again for another $5 holler said, so you tell me you are the FBA queen. I got to take you out, please. Just dinner. Now, I would have owned the trademark if didn't nobody tell his ass. I like dinner. Dinner is nice. Let me see. And he come back with another $5 holler said, damn, sister, you are getting fire. He put them fires in there. Dang, I miss all of these super chats, y'all. Okay, let me see. My life been exchanged trust with another $5 holler says, lead the queen of FBA. Don't be saying I'm the queen of FBA. Tariq gonna get mad at you because he hate me. Essential oil queen. Shout out for the $20 holler says, I'm late for the live. Hi, Michi. Who's running their mouth off about the queen? Everybody, I want these niggas to leave me alone. Shout out to Yolanda for the $5 holler says, me and my son Jalen love you. I love you back. Thank you for the purple hearts. That's my color. Y'all know I give y'all purple hearts. And tell Jalen, I said, hey Jalen, thank you for loving me, baby. I love you back. And another $5 holler. Damn, showing all kind of love. People use that bleach soap white cake. Oh, you talking about? I see what you're talking about. You think she used that on her face? I don't know. She thinks she's trying to be lighter than she is. Oh, thank you to Alicia. She gifted a Michi X membership to the channel. I ain't never seen that before. I guess that's the first time I never seen that. Thank you. Let me see. I don't even know how that works. It just, you give it. Do you pick it to somebody? I don't know how that works. Thank you very much for that. That's the first time that I ever seen that. He gifted somebody a membership. Thank you for that. Okay, you guys. So shout out to Q, my brother in the house. We was having the same conversation earlier today. Now we still in here. Like I said, it's 1:50, but if you gotta go cook your dinner, go with your family. You come back later, or you could not care. We're gonna have a conversation now about ozone and ozone situation. And I want to watch some of the video that Ken made last night just so that you guys can see it. But I want to make some corrections to ozone situation. And I'm saying this in a way, I'm going to say it real clear, precise, that I don't have no problem with ozone. I have a lot of love for ozone, and I really, really want to see ozone succeed in the things that he needs to succeed in. I want to see that man free. And so before I say this, I don't want anybody to take what I'm about to say the wrong way. And I want to say shout out to Gloria. She sent $10 for ozone, and I will send that to him right after this this live. And Perlia sent $20 for love you, sis. About time you focus on you. Thank you for that. That was in the Cash App, y'all. And shout out to Black Mama. Black Mama been around here showing love for a very long time. And she sent $25 and said, for you owe no one. Much love to you. Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you so much for that. And shout out Dee Dee done gifted 10 Michi X memberships. Wait a minute. How does that even work? Thank you. Thank you for that. I have never seen nobody do no gifted memberships. I don't even know how that stuff works. All these people receive, oh shit, y'all all got memberships. Thank you. That was so nice. Thank you for that. Okay, y'all. So somebody said, I want a membership. Thank you so much for the person that gifted that. Thank you. And so I want to, oh shoot, here go another super chat. Hold on, let me read it before I get into this conversation. I don't want to make it wait long. One sticks with the $10 holler says, peace and blessings, Michi. Just a little something for you being so real. Saving up for your class. I need it in my life. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, you guys. So a lot of y'all asked me, why don't I just be responsible for Ozone's money and for his situation? And I just want to say to y'all, that I don't want to be responsible for Ozone's money, because this is what I mean by I don't want to do things in the community anymore. So I'm not saying I don't love my community. I'm not saying I won't still be here giving the knowledge. I'm going to be helping people with making money online and all of those different things and focusing on my life and my businesses and making sure that I give y'all content. I'm not really, on here consistently with content. And so I think that y'all would like to hear from me more. I be in the streets a lot because I'm out here doing work, but then I'm not here for the majority of people. So this is where you will see me more on, MX Network. I have to really wrap my head around that. We are changing and structuring MX Network different. I want to give more time to MX Network for everybody who subscribes over there so that they can have some stuff for their subscription, So I'm just going to be focused on a lot more of that stuff. So let me say this. I want to bring everybody back to how the ozone situation happened. Now, you got to let me finish saying it a little bit through a little bit more. Don't get caught up in what I'm about to say first because you might take it the wrong way. Okay. But how many of you remember when all of the ozone stuff went down? And I'll read this super chat in 1 minute. I'm putting it up there so I don't forget about it. So know that when me and Ozone kind of met, how many of y'all remember that? So we had the NFAC, Grandmaster Jay, and Ozone was like his second or third in command. His first in command was K-Foss, right? My friend. So when I came out and said that Grandmaster Jay was doing some bullshit behind the scenes to his people in his organization, he was doing a lot of things, but specifically one of the things that I brought up is that he was out there saying that there were certain people in his organization that were the ops, that he believed they worked for the government and they were feds. One of the people he said that about to me was my friend Kevin K-Foss, that he did not know that I knew him. Now, some of y'all was like, me, how come he didn't know who you knew? I knew a lot of people at NFAC. The one person I did not know was Grandmaster Jay. I knew him online, but me and him were not fucking friends. So I don't know how many times I got to express that to everybody. So he says this. My friend says, why are you saying these things behind my back? Like, that's dangerous to be calling me the op. And all of these men that are for the Black movement and they all got guns and they're a militia. Like, what if people try to come for me? Why are you putting that name on me? That's crazy. So he tells Grandmaster Jay he does not want to be in the NFAC anymore. He walks away. Okay. Grandmaster Jay then goes back and tells everybody in the NFAC that K-Foss is the ops and that he kicked him out of the organization because he found out he was an op. That's not true. Kevin walked away. I was on the fucking phone call when he had it, okay? On top of all the other stuff that people were telling me behind the scenes about Grandmaster Jay. So I came out and said something about that and said I wasn't going to be supporting Grandmaster Jay anymore when I heard all of the things that people were saying about him. Ozone went live at that time and called me an Edomite. Okay, follow me. Ozone is a Hebrew Israelite. And since my father is the one that is white and not my mother, they go by who your father is. So he told me that I was an Edomite. And he went live and went off about me not supporting Grandmaster Jay. Okay. After that happened, about a week later, Ozone then comes out with another live and states that Grandmaster Jay is on bullshit, just like I tried to tell y'all he was. So in the beginning, Ozone didn't know that. And then when Ozone found out, he came out and confirmed everything that I was saying about Grandmaster Jay. Remember, he said Grandmaster Jay told him he was just going to take the funds and run off instead of getting his counsel and going to court and stuff. He was going to take the money from the people and just run off with it. It was things like that he came out to say, okay? Now, me and Ozone were not friends. I did not know him. He was online calling me Edomites and talking shit about me. But a little while after that, Ozone gets arrested for what happens between him and the police, okay? For that officer getting killed. I find out that Ozone is in jail. My goal is to be a part of the community and to help. So even though, right, Ozone has something to say about me and he did not necessarily like me and he called me names, that did not matter to me because what he was dealing with was much more important than petty stuff. I also felt like when he said what he said, it was because he was trying to stick up for Grandmaster Jay. I saw that a little bit later. He found out that I was telling the truth. He didn't say that when he came out. That's one thing people do. Y'all will run me through the ringer and say I'm just causing division in the community. And then when you niggas find out that everything I said about somebody was true, y'all don't never publicly come back and apologize or say Michi was right. Y'all don't do that. None of y'all fucking do that. Okay? I'm the first one to call somebody out and y'all will call me a troublemaker in a minute. But then when the truth come out and y'all like, oh, Michi was right, the same people who run me through the ringer on publicly, y'all never come back and say, I was wrong, Michi was right. Y'all never do that. That's just a side note. So in spite of all of that, I started helping Ozone. So when people ask me why I did not help him with his funds from the beginning, I wasn't even Ozone's friend. I didn't even know Ozone. So that's why I wouldn't collect his funds. What I heard is that they were raising funds for him. Where are my people at in here that know that's how all of that went down? And I told y'all, even though me and Ozone had our own issue, like what that brother is dealing with, that is about our whole community. He done stood up for us. That officer done violated his motherfucking rights. I stood up for what was right. It wasn't about what he said about me. I put that shit to the side because this shit doesn't matter to me. What matters is what we need to stand up for and supporting one another, right? So I did not care about any of that. But I'm saying to y'all in the beginning, I need some of y'all people to understand the reason why I was not dealing with Ozone's money is I didn't really even know Ozone at the time. I didn't. Okay. And so I saw that they were raising money for Ozone, and I asked them to for my platform to support it. And so we were supported. I gave money. Everybody gave money. I didn't give a fuck about that shit. That was just some bullshit and some misunderstanding. I wasn't finna be petty because what we do for the community is much bigger than just our personal issues. That's stupid, right? So I didn't give a fuck about that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit today, but I want people to know that this is why in the beginning I wasn't even involved with helping to put the money together, because I didn't really know Ozone like that. We weren't friends. Okay. So that's to answer that question for everybody in my chat. Okay. And so after that, they started to collect the money. I'll never forget, we were told that he needed like $6,000 or $7,000 by the morning. And I remember I went live on Instagram, I think it was. And I was like, we got to come up with this much money for Ozone really quick because he needs this by the morning. And my audience, shout out to y'all. I love y'all. We came up with that $6,000 or $7,000. I don't remember which one it was. And we hit our mark by the morning. Y'all did that shit in 24 hours or less. Okay. And we did it. Then when I found out that at some point, I don't even remember because this was so long ago, I got in touch with Ozone's mom, or she said something. She might have emailed me, and I started talking to her directly. And then that's when I started having more interactions with Ozone and his mother, because my platform was helping a lot. So me and Ozone didn't really know each other until then. Okay. And so after that, we found out Remy was stealing the money. And then I said something about Remy because his mom called me up and was like, Remy is on some fuck shit. And so I was her voice, and I was Ozone's voice for that. We got that dealt with. And then, like we said, we got the money that was left over from him or whatever. And so I just wanted to make that clear why I was not involved in the beginning. I want to say that to y'all, right? I also want to say to y'all that in everything that I've gone through in the community, I'm about to play something for y'all. I want to play part of Ken's live from last night. But this is a big reason why I don't necessarily care to want to. I'm going to help Ozone. I'm going to pay for the consultation for the attorney that I think should be on his case, because I want them to talk, and we're going to do it properly. She needs a consultation fee. I'm going to pay it, have a conversation and do a consultation with this man and see if it's even something you think you can help him with. So I am going to do that. As I said, I would. I am going to help him figure out a way to do it. I don't have an issue with Ozone, but I do not want to be responsible for collecting Ozone's money and helping him to find attorneys and doing all that stuff to where I got to pay them and the responsibility is on me. I think first and foremost, Ozone and people close to him that make those decisions he trusts, like his family or himself, they need to have access to them so that he can move the way that he would like to move. That is the best thing, I think, for the whole situation, period, right? But I just feel like y'all keep saying for me to be in charge. I want Ozone to be in charge of his money, because no matter what I do, people are going to find a way to run me through the ringer no matter what I do. Now, even though I did not know Ozone at that time personally, I didn't know Remy or any of them niggas that was raising money. I just knew them was his comrades, and I thought that they was helping him. But I've had people come forward and say, and even Ken is going to say on this video to show y'all what I'm talking about, he incorporates me with them. And I had somebody else say that I was dealing with the people and the money came up missing, and people try to blame that on me. I've never had any input in touching any of Ozone's money or dealing with any of those people, but somehow people are still online saying that I was part of the money being stolen when I'm the one that actually called the nigga out. And because I did and went public, so many other men around him put pressure on him, and we was able to get the rest of the money from him. Had I not said nothing, he might have spent more before we got to his ass, okay? So no, I don't want to be in charge of that either. When I say I'm done, and I mean that. I'm going to help in the way that I want to help. But no, I don't want that responsibility. Mm-mm, absolutely not. I don't want it because I don't want all of the condemning and the bullshit and the stuff that comes along with it. Even if I do the right thing, I have learned over these years in helping the community, even when you do the right thing, somehow people always tend to turn that into a negative thing and make it seem like I'm doing something wrong, even if they just straight up the fuck lie on me. So I'm going to play Ken's video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I want to show y'all some stuff that I think is very interesting. First and foremost, I want you to pay attention to this. Ozone, we have had meetings behind closed doors with Ken. I was called in as a third party because people just wanted, Ozone doesn't have a voice. He's in jail. He don't have a platform. How he gonna speak and be heard? So I was invited into meetings. I went to Ken before I went live. Just like I went to Ozone and his mama. And I said, Ozone, do you want me to say something? If you don't want me to, I'm not gonna say nothing. Everything I ran past him. I even went to Ken and I said to Ken, I said, Ken, you know I'm going to go live. You know what happened in that meeting. I said, so would you like to clarify some things for me before I go live? Because I only have the story that is one side. So if you can answer some questions for me, basically, do you want to clarify some shit before I go live? I even gave him that courtesy as well. I know y'all see me online where I be going in on people and shit like that, and I be cussing people out, and y'all think that I'm this very combative person. I'm not, but I'm not scared of confrontation, meaning I will pick up the phone and I will call you and say, is there a problem? Where most people will talk about it with somebody else or behind your back. I'm going to come to you because I'm not scared of confrontation. I'm very direct and I'm going to say to you what needs to be said. I don't just come online blasting people. Trust me, if I'm online airing your ass out, I have called you first if I have your phone number. I've tried to communicate with you first and you've given me your ass to kiss, and this is why we are here now. So let's be clear about that, okay? I called Ken. All of the things that I brought up in my video were concerns and things that I got from Ozone and his mother. But I want y'all to watch how this video, I want y'all to look at it from my perspective. And again, I don't mean any of this. I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way or think that I'm saying something about Ozone. I love Ozone. And I'm proud that he has stood up for our community the way that he has. And I think that we need to stand up back for him the same damn way. And I'm not going to leave this brother hanging. So this has nothing to do with them. But I want you to understand how I feel from a certain perspective, what's going on in the community. And I just don't want y'all to take it the wrong way. But remember, I have not had any doings in collecting any of Ozone's money all of this time. I don't have any responsibility with the funds. I don't hold the funds. All I've done is use my platform to raise money for Ozone. And we have raised a lot of that money they have. A lot of that came from us. It really the fuck did. At one point, we've been the only platform who has still been continuing to promote Ozone. Nobody else is doing that with a big platform. Here we are years later, and I still drop his link. We still tell y'all to support Ozone. We go over his story and who he is every now and then. We still do that shit every couple of months, do we not? I've had nothing to do with that. But now there is a video that Ken put up. All I did in my live was address the things that were brought to me by Ozone, who is the man whose money you're holding. And Ken makes this video, but I want y'all to notice how this whole video is addressing me. It's addressing me. How the fuck do I become the person that's being addressed like I did something to somebody when I haven't had, all I've done is help to raise money, but now somehow I'm the bad guy. Ozone had all of those questions. Why are you not addressing Ozone, sir? Why are you addressing me? So I want y'all to once again listen to this video, and I want you to know that what this man Ken is about to say about me and the way that he approaches this and insinuates these different things, I've had Black people do this to me over the years. On top of the stuff that I just told y'all about that I've been dealing with, there's a million other things that I have not talked about. And I'm just tired, y'all. I am tired. I am tired of loving on a group of people who give me their ass to kiss whenever it's not convenient for them. I've had a hard life. A hard motherfucking life. I have. And I would just like some love and some gentleness in my life. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of being beat up on. I'm tired of motherfuckers always speaking negativity on me. Leave me alone. Like everybody talks this shit, and it's amazing because so many people like Goddess act like they want to be in this situation. You want to be me, bitch. You can have this shit. I heard the bitch say shit like, "Oh, I don't nobody talk about her. Michi's moments of fame is up. Tasha K ain't nobody making no videos about nothing she say." Let me say something to y'all real clear and with a straight face. I don't want to be famous. I'm the one that took all of my content offline. That's why you can't find none of it. All of the people who reposted my videos, all of the people who did articles about me, when you click them links, they go nowhere because I removed all my fucking videos off of line. I put them on my network, but I removed them. I don't want to be famous. You know why it took me so long to get to 100,000 people? Because I don't give a fuck. I could be at 500,000 people right now. Did y'all not see how I grew Fly Nubian Queen? Hundreds of thousands in months, less than a year, because I went live every single day. I don't want to be famous. I could be viral on every platform. I'm monetized on Instagram. I just started posting on TikTok. I posted 5 videos. A nigga's already monetized on fucking TikTok. I could be viral and I could be famous if I wanted to. I don't want that attention. So for one person who thinks ain't nobody talking about her, good. I want y'all to quit talking about me. I want y'all to leave me the fuck alone. That's what I would like. I would like for y'all to stop talking about me. Good. Don't speak on me. I don't need you to repost my clips. I don't need a motherfucker to have an opinion about me. I'd rather you just leave me alone. That's where I'm at. So I'm gonna cue this video and we're gonna listen to this video that Ken had to put up. Now, this is the man that's in charge of the money, and he wants to address me. Don't address me, nigga. Address Ozone. These are Ozone's questions. So let me cue this up. I'm going to read them super chats that just came through, and then we're going to listen to this video. Let me go back over here to my super chats. Okay, which one I got on the screen? Shout out to Cassandra Winters, says with the $10 holla. Thank you for the $10, Cassandra. She says, I'm a day one. You have really inspired me in my journey. Tax lady from Texas. Hey, I know who the tax lady from Texas is. How you doing, sis? Yes, she has been around for a long time. You came to the Black Agenda. You came and sat with us. I'll never forget. We was outside after we got our food and we was out there talking. I would not forget that. I could never forget you. And you say the tax lady from Texas, I know exactly who that is. And you have been a day one. Thank you. Thank you not only for the super chat, but thank you for the love and the support. And still, after being a day one, you still here today. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Again, with all of the bullshit that goes on, there's a lot of people that love and show the opposite. So I don't want y'all to ever think that that's not there either. But that still doesn't mean that this journey is not a tiring one. And I'm tired. I'm tired. That's all. And I'm the kind of tired that no, I'm not going to go to sleep and get over it and be ready to go again next month. I'm like tired. You know, a person be tired of working and they retire. I'm just ready to retire from the bullshit. That's all. I'm tired. Let me see. So a shout out to My Life Been Exchange Fears, FBO with the $5 holla says, I don't know what happened to Ozone, but I know how it feels to be in jail for something you didn't do. The crazy part is for him in there, for them people to give him manslaughter and not give him murder, he's not supposed to be in jail. That jury wanted to find him not guilty so bad. You get somebody manslaughter. I want y'all to think about that. Manslaughter is acting recklessly and carelessly and that causing somebody's death. That is definitely not the same thing as what they tried to charge him with was premeditated murder. That's not the same thing. The definition at all, right? Shout out to you, came back with the $10 holla and says, I know Frank Alexander, he was not scared, but he knew that they was going to get him one day. Kevin Hecky, I used to work for him, told me. You and I know what's going on. Yeah, we do know what's going on. We definitely do. Shout out to Kimberly for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate that. And then we got my girl, Swedish Princess in the house. Hey, Swedish Princess, thank you for that. It says they love coming after the woman. Males like Ken is too much of a coward to have a talk man to man with Ozone. Ken is a coward. He loves attacking women. But that's my thing too. It's like, I don't know. Y'all say that black women be too damn rah, rah, rah. We sit in too much masculine energy. It's like, I can't be in the position that I'm in and be a activist and a leader in the community and not sit in my masculine energy. When you look at the traits in the different energies, feminine and masculine, leadership, being direct, all of those things, aggressiveness, all of those things fall over in masculine energy. And you're not going to be a leader. You're not going to be a revolutionary, the type of leader we need in our community, and a fighter and a leader, and not sit in your masculine energy all of the time. You know, and it's just amazing because on this journey, men come for me all of the time. There's a lot of men that be talking shit to me, like a lot. So y'all, let me play this for Ken. I'm going to play it. I just want y'all to listen to it for a minute. I'm not going to interrupt this one as much. I'm going to go downstairs actually and listen on my phone, and I'll be right back. I'm going to heat my coffee up, but we're going to start this video, and I want y'all to listen to what Ken had to say. And again, I want y'all to keep in mind, I was just the voice for Ozone. He asked me to come and say something. I'm not understanding why this video is addressing me. I don't understand that. Right? So again, this is why no matter what I do, it's going to be some bullshit. Because I've been started helping him. He'll make videos every day talking about, I just wanted the money to be in my control so I could take it. I could do this and I could do that. I'm not giving y'all another motherfucking thing to say about me. Y'all don't leave me alone.
Peace and blessings. Glad to be able to talk to you guys again. Today, we're not going to have any thrills and frills coming in. We're just going to get straight to the point.
Oh, sorry.
First of all, I do want to say to Michelle Kolchak, please retract your statements.
Let me just first say this too. Why do y'all always feel the need to try and call me by my government name when you trying to come for me and roast me? If you're going to use my name, I need y'all to say it right at least. My name is Michelle Kolchak, as in I will check a bitch. Does that help y'all? Kolchak a bitch. If you're going to say my name, say it right, or otherwise call me Michi, because none of y'all niggas know me as Michelle. It's just the way y'all like to be disrespectful. He online, his name is Brother Ken. That's what he called himself. So we call you Ken. You told us to call you that, nigga. I ain't never told y'all motherfuckers to call me Michelle. And then you try and say my name and say it wrong. If you're going to say it right. It's actually a very dope-ass last name. I'm proud to be a Kolchak, nigga. When I got married, I kept my last name. So at the end of the day, miss me with that bullshit, okay? But say my name right. It's Kolchak, okay? It's Polish. K-U-L is Cole, C-Z-Y-K is check. Learn some phonics, my nigga, and how shit is sounded the fuck out, okay? Or don't say my fucking name. How about that?
Your defamatory statements that you made about me or insinuated about me or plap, because they are not true, and you had absolutely no evidence towards it. The same way and same platform that you made those statements on 2 lives, I need you to do 2 lives, retracted them, saying they're false, they're not true, and put something to the same effect in your title. So today, family, unfortunately, I have to go through with you and account the last 3 years where we have worked on a campaign to free Brother Othel. It's so funny because going through the paperwork, PayPal don't even go back that far. All it does is 3 years, and it's been about 3.5 years now. So the first half of the years, PayPal, it's not going to even let me drill down into those records. But we know we have been true. We know that everything has been great. Unfortunately, we have some in the community who want to stop that. I don't know why. I don't. Sometimes I think it's COINTELPRO, because as you may know, once again, I have been wrongfully arrested by the police. Now, the thing is, I don't know when people start thinking that real revolutionaries don't get messed with by the police from time to time, but it happens. It has now happened for a second time when I'm working with the Ozone case, and each time seems to be a critical point in that case. The first time was when we were getting ready for trial. I beat that case up. Now this time, I'm actually supposed to be, at this moment, helping Brother Othel draft his 3.850 motion. And here we go again. And this time they went all out on an all-out smear campaign just so people won't even want to say my name. But we know we walk with the Most High, and he who dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. So some are saying, how was I able to get out of jail so fast? Now, we'll talk about the particulars of the case in another live. I didn't have time to prepare anything for it today. This is just a quick live to go over some returns and receipts, because other folk don't seem to know how to bring them. But some are treating me like our open enemy, as if somehow a black man is unable to get out on $100,000 cash bond unless he did something unscrupulous. Now, for those of you who are smart, you very well know that if those funds came from anywhere that was not legit to get me out, those people were going to do something about that before anybody else did. You know that. You want to know how I got out? Because my people love me. Because my mother loves me. And that's the same type of love I am trying to show to the community, to Brother O, so we can know how we are supposed to love each other. So these people who are going around accusing us night and day like the devil, I told them, look, we are a registered 501c3. We are so clean, you can even go to IG or Facebook, and you know how they do those fundraisers for nonprofits? Type in People's Legal Aid Project. Do it without the apostrophe, because IRS doesn't do apostrophes. And we're going to come up, and you can raise funds to help us on IG or Facebook legitly. So the first thing I tried to show them were the 990 returns that we have to do every year. But for some reason, they didn't want to see that. They said, well, we don't know what this $42,300 is pertaining to, even though it says clear as day, legal defense fund, one person. So they want to see the receipts on that. They're trying to figure out if there's any hidden payments in there. And you can see reportable compensation on this 1099 form. Let me pull it up so you can see it with me. Let me pull it up so you can see it with me. You can see here, the reported compensation says $0.00. Okay. This has been a work of love from an all volunteer crew. And sometimes, a lot of times, we have spent our own money to help this cause, just so we don't have to spend any money from the legal defense fund, so we can have as much money available as possible to pay those attorney's fees. So this is the return from 2022. And it says $42,300 was spent on the legal defense. Okay. They're trying to say, how did I get out so fast? It wasn't fast to me. It took a week and a half.
One thing I want to say, I was downstairs listening. Do y'all notice how he starts off his video and he says that this is some COINTELPRO stuff and we're running him through the ringer? I want to reiterate to y'all again. See, y'all just listening, but y'all might not understand the weight of what he is trying to say. He's talking about me. And the reason why I think this is fucked up is because everything that I expressed about that man and what he was doing came straight from Ozone. Everything that was in question, Ozone told me about that stuff. And so I was speaking on behalf of Ozone. How the fuck does COINTELPRO come into play like the police put a battery in my back for me to do something to him when I was just trying to be the voice for Ozone? Once again, go back to my title. How is it that all I did was be the voice for somebody, but instead of this nigga addressing Ozone, he's addressing me? I'm supposed to be down with COINTELPRO? Sir, I got my information from Ozone himself. I was speaking on that man's behalf. And you're going to notice, we're not going to watch this whole video, but I just want y'all to listen to some of the shit he's saying. Like, first of all, this dude going to bring up my name a million times. He never once says Ozone as though he's talking to him. And again, he is gaslighting Swedish Princess, because let me tell you something. He keeps talking about his arrest. This is not about your arrest, nigga. We asked you how you got out so quick when you told us that the money was gone. And we was like, well, how did you post $100,000 cash bond? We just had that as a question. But he's going to preface everything on that situation as though we're saying he stole the money to bond out of jail. We're not saying that. What we're saying is, where is the money? I also want to show y'all that he's about to show y'all some ledgers and shit. When we were asking him at the meeting behind closed doors, that's what we were asking to see was the ledgers. What he's about to show on this YouTube fucking video is what we were asking to see. But he couldn't show that to Ozone, but he gonna go on YouTube and show it to everybody. But he couldn't show that at a meeting behind closed doors with Ozone and his family there that asked to see what was going on. Just want to point that out. And then the nigga gonna say the Most High. It's always a nigga who doing some dirt who want to bring God into their shit. A person who talk about the Most High or God every other sentence, nigga, I don't trust you. You might as well say the devil, because only a motherfucker that do that is trying to hide some shit, right? Somebody said, who cares? Michi, what did he go to prison for? Who went to prison for? What are you talking about, Marcus? This man is talking is not in prison. He did get arrested and then he bonded out. If anybody was on here last night, y'all know what he's talking about. He went to jail. Ozone simply asked him, right, what is the contingency plan? You have a case against you now. So if something was to happen to you, how do I get the funds? How am I able to get the rest of my money to move forward in my case? That's all Ozone asked him. Then he started acting funny. He said, well, how did you even know I was in jail, nigga? Damn, I can't know you in jail. Somebody told me you was in jail. What's wrong with that? And then he started to have an attitude. Then he started not answering questions. He started acting funny. We started asking him about money and things like that. And we asked about the contingency plan. He made it seem like, well, there really ain't no money for you to have a contingency plan. So that turned into a slippery slope of us then getting into, now you acting funny. Well, where are the paperwork for the money? This is what we want to know, right? So I don't know if that's what you're asking me, but he's not in prison. He went to jail. He's out on bond. The man that's talking right now. So
I had to first see the TV judge, then the next day, the courtroom judge, and they had me shackled from head to toe in solitary confinement the entire time.
So?
And on that Thursday, the judge wanted to talk to my family on Monday, the next Monday, before considering lowering the bail amount to something that we could actually grasp. So I don't know where to get the idea that it was so fast, because none of that was fast to me. But I do want to give a shout out to my family.
Also, while he's talking, I want y'all to use this as another teachable moment. When people use the word narcissism so much, y'all take the value away from it. Everybody is not narcissistic. Everything is not gaslighting. But this is a definite example of what gaslighting looks like. The issue that we have is the funds. How much have you spent? Even when he said it was gone, we said, okay, well, if the money's gone, does that mean that all the funds went towards the attorney? So that should mean you don't hardly owe that much more to the other attorney. They should almost be paid off then. So these were the questions we were asking. If the money is gone, fine. Does that mean we don't owe the attorney that much more money? He didn't want to answer those questions. He's making this about his arrest when that's not even what the fuck this is about, right? So this is what he does every time we will talk to him. He wants to talk about something else that's really irrelevant at the goddamn moment. If somebody said, what did he go to jail for? I don't really know. It has something to do with the police. He's going to just say what it is here and get mad at me because I didn't describe it. Nigga, I don't know what you went to jail for. I don't care. All I know is your face is all over Google if we Google your ass. I know what the article said. I don't know, and I don't really give a fuck why you went to jail. So he going to tell us in a minute. He going to tell us.
Because I love them. And they came through, they showed up and showed out. And, you know, I will never forget that moment. And all the lies that were told by the police, Miss Kolchak want to repeat them as if now all of a sudden we believe everything the police say.
He got my name right.
Immediately, everyone who loves me said, that's not true. That's not Kenyon. But we know what's going on.
I never said, this is a gaslighting again. I never said that I believe what the police said. I just read the article online. When y'all was on my live, I said, I don't know. There's an article online. It states he was waiting in the bushes and called the police for something. They came and he was trying to ambush them. I did say that doesn't really make any sense because if you was in the bushes waiting to shoot police, there's no way your ass would be out on bond. So I don't know. All I know is his face is all over Google for some shit with the police. That's what I said, motherfucker. So again, now I'm believing what the police say. I don't know what you went to jail for. I don't fucking care. How about that?
And all praise to the Most High.
There he go.
We
with
will
that
be delivered
shit
from this situation as well. So they're using it as an opportunity to say that all the money we raised for Brother O over the last 3 years, somehow we did not give that money to the attorneys. Over 3 years, they represented this man in court. The proof was in the pudding. But now they want to say somehow I siphoned off that 100,000 and was just waiting with it for me to use it.
Did we say that? Nobody ever said that he didn't pay the attorneys. I can recall when I went live, we said that the attorneys did get some money. He has been making payments, but we don't know how much he has paid them because based on what we raised, if all the money is gone, that means the attorney should be, for the most part, almost paid off. That's what the fuck we said. Nobody said you wasn't paying the goddamn attorneys at all. See how he mixed these words? That's them lying ass niggas. That's in our community. He's the revolutionary, but I'm the op. How the fuck are you the revolutionary, but I'm the op? Nigga, you ain't done shit in the community for no fucking body. And the one time we assigned you some shit and let you help Ozone, you fucked that shit up too. But Michi is the op and you're the revolutionary. Y'all see what I'm talking about? This is why I'm tired of this shit.
To bail me out of jail, which is ridiculous. An utterly ridiculous premise. So let's take a look at some of the receipts, okay? And let's be clear. I'm only doing this for you, the true. I can care less about anybody else. But for you, the faithful, I want to make sure that when you hear these lies being spewed by people whose channels are for profit, by people who want to sell you 33 streams of income.
There we go. There we go. We only a few minutes in. And this is what I want y'all to hear. You see how he's talking about me? My channel is for profit. Is this nigga mad because he doesn't have enough subscribers or views that he makes any money off of his YouTube channel? Like, this is the shit that always eventually comes out. My channel is for profit? Yeah, bitch, it's a YouTube channel. If you get monetized, you can make money. What does that have to do with anything? And why does that make something wrong with me? Because my fucking channel is monetized. Do you know how many years I sat on YouTube talking about all the shit that we do and I wasn't monetized at all? Where are my day ones? I had my monetization took away from me for like 2-3 fucking years. I just got that shit back. And then he did what Goddess Masterpiece does, what all of you niggas that do this shit do to me. Now I want to teach nigga 33 streams of income. No, I actually teach 10 plus. I don't teach 33 ways, but at the end of the day, I do teach people how to make money. Why are you mad at that? That is my career. That is one of the things that I do, and I do it fucking well. Do you know how many of my students are making money? Do you know how many people, because of my class, they are actually making money online? Why all of a sudden does what I do as a legitimate business become questioned because now y'all want to make me some type of fraud, some type of scammer, some type of bullshit? So now I'm not shit because my YouTube channel is monetized and I'm on this motherfucker teaching people 33 ways to make income. So what? So what? Now I'm a bad person for doing that too. Let me tell y'all something about my 10 plus ways to make money. I teach black people because I feel like we need to get ahead. Do y'all know if I said fuck that in the black community and I decided to do these promos and I decided to put some money behind some ads, do you know how many people I would have in my class? Do you know how many millions of dollars I would have made if I decided to teach this shit to white folks, Mexicans, and every motherfucking body? It's a real business, but because I help my people first, and that is my biggest concern, somehow I'm wrong for that. Nigga, I could be a millionaire and teach this shit to everybody. I really could. But no, something's wrong with me because I have a legitimate business that I run. This is where everybody fucking goes when they start talking shit about me to try and make me some kind of scammer. Although you're the one that has somebody's money and you won't answer any of these questions for this man. You talking about, I'm going to put this up here for my real ones. How about you put that shit up in the meeting for Ozone? That's Ozone's money. And you wouldn't do this for Ozone at the meeting, but you're going to do this now on YouTube, but you wouldn't do it at the meeting. That's crazy as hell to me. And somehow I'm problematic because I have a business where I teach people how to make money online. I'm problematic because my YouTube channel is monetized and you niggas can't seem to monetize y'all because nobody watches you. Everybody does this to me. Y'all just watch Goddess Masterpiece do the same thing and try to talk down on the business that I promote, the classes that I do. All of a sudden, I'm a grifter on my channel. This is what y'all do to me. Now, I want to reiterate as y'all listening to this. This is why I don't want to be responsible for nobody's money, nobody's case, nobody's stuff. No, I will help him have his own funds and be responsible for his own shit. I'm not fucking putting myself on the line for no more motherfucking people in this community. On my mama, I swear to God, I'm not.
I want you to know it's just a damn lie from the depths of hell, and it's not true. So this is for you. I love you, family. All praise be to the Most High. Okay, let me pull up. Bear with me.
This nigga said,
like I said, it's a lot of work. I couldn't even do everything I wanted to do with this live because it took about a day and a half to compile this information that I do have for you. And, it kind of seems like that's a part of their plan as well, to keep me as busy as possible with bull, so that I cannot concentrate on the people's work, that I cannot concentrate on my case even. Okay? So we're going to start off with the year 2022.
This nigga said that we want to keep him so bogged down so that he cannot take care of his case or do nothing. Nigga, it took you a day and a half. You've had this man money for 3.5 years working with him. How the fuck you don't have a day and a half to give him the information? We're trying to keep you so bogged down you can't do no work for the community. Bitch, what do you do for the community? It's always a nigga who don't really do nothing for the community that act like I don't do shit for the community. You didn't even have an organization until you founded it just so you could receive Ozone's money. Before that, you didn't even have a fucking organization, nigga. And other than Ozone, you don't help nobody else. So what the fuck do you be doing? I'm just saying. It's always the niggas that ain't doing nothing trying to tell me that I'm not doing something. So I'm going to let these niggas do their thing. Y'all be the activists. Y'all say the black community. Y'all want this seat, nigga, I'm giving it up gladly. I will ship you this seat in the mail overnight UPS, bitch. I will send you these shoes. I need you to put your feet in them, fill it up, and bitch, walk in them. And when you realize you can't fill these motherfuckers, do not cry or try and send them back. There is no takebacks, no refunds, bitch. I quit.
$2022. Let me see if I can even get this. No, that's not going to happen. Okay, so the first payment. I can't believe this is ridiculous, right? The first payment to the attorneys was in February of 2022. And you can see this transaction list here from the bank account, which shows you the payment of $1,800 with a $30 wire transfer charge. Let me make sure y'all can see that. Let me see if I can blow it up just a little bit more. Let me see. Okay. Okay, that's about as much as going to let me blow it up right there. So, of course, obviously, I redacted information that could be able to trace back to our accounts. This is for security purposes. Some people don't seem to understand those ideals, but that's why you entrusted your brother into this position to have enough life experience, college experience, legal education, and math education, and computer cybersecurity education to understand how important it is not to show certain information. That's why by law, all I have to do is just show a ledger. And I only have to show that to the members. For the public, everybody else, they can go take a look at the 990 form. Now they're trying to say, what, I lied to the IRS? You know, sometimes it be your own people getting in cahoots with your open enemy.
It sure do.
To try to perpetrate lies to keep us down. But you know, we must be doing something good over here. We don't never have no more than 3 to 5 people in our chat. And for our names to be in the mouths of others, you know, we must be doing a mighty work. So first of all, before we even continue,
I think he got the same disability and mental illness as Goddess Masterpiece, because they both say the same thing. They make it seem like because I have mentioned them on my channel that they must be doing something really good. She says that she must be somebody that got it going on. He says he must be doing something right. No, nigga, you have been highlighted by Michi's channel because you are actually doing something wrong. I love how they try to switch that narrative. Like, these niggas must know each other or they suffer from the same bullshit. We must be doing something right. I know, because I didn't go live because you were doing something wrong. If anybody talk about you, it only could be because you're doing something right. If you don't shut the fuck up, let me find a picture of this nigga while he talking so you can see what the fuck he look like.
I want you to pat yourselves on the back.
No, don't pat yourselves on shit because you're not doing nothing worthy, nigga. Nothing.
That's what I want you to do. I want you to pat yourselves on the back because we're doing such a mighty work. They are now trying to stop it the only way they can, by spreading lies. All right. So this is the first payment for 2022. Let's do the next one. Let's try to go through this. We ain't gonna be here all night. We ain't got time for this. We ain't gonna be here all night, family. Let's go ahead and get through this. All right. Here's another payment, $3,000 with a $30 wire transfer fee. Okay, that's in March. All right, you see, these are the withdrawals right here. These are the deposits right here. It says a withdrawal right here, but it's a withdrawal to where our savings account. Okay, so we just moving money around in our own People's Legal Aid Project accounts. So the payment you see to the attorney is $3,000. Let's go to the next one. And I forgot to redact something. I was going back and doing that when it was time to start the live. So I went ahead on and started the live. But once we get to year 2024, we're gonna have to slow down a little bit as I redact one last piece of information before I put them up. Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay, hold on. Here's the one for 3,000. I have to keep up. Y'all didn't see that. 3,000. Okay, here's the one for 6,000. $30 wire transfer fee. Okay. And don't worry, I got a ledger for you. I'm gonna figure out a way to put it on the screen so you can see the ledger, because it's easier to see the ledger, but you're gonna see all these payments reflected on that ledger. All right, here's another one for 5,000, $30 wire transfer fee. Here we go. 4,000, $30 wire transfer fee is to the Schumacher Law Firm, not to Brother Ken. It don't say Brother Ken right there. You know, and see, what upsets me about the whole thing is not only are you in question of my integrity, but you must be saying I'm not a real revolutionary, because only a real revolutionary would not do what he's supposed to do. And so anybody who knows me knows that kind of ticks me off, right? Here's another payment, $2,000, $30 wire transfer fee. Look at this, recurring payment to the business market rate savings account for automatic transfer in order to decrease savings fee. I'm mentioning that early right now because you all know with bank accounts, you have to keep a minimum balance or else they'll eat your money with fees, right? They'll eat your money with fees. So we try to keep generally about at least $1,000 in the bank accounts alone, just so we don't have to get fees eaten up on us. Okay, so they have like 2 different ways you can do it for the savings. Automatic transfer of $25 or more every month, or a certain minimum balance. And sometimes we go below those minimum balance because we have to pay lawyer fees. So to try to decrease those costs as much as possible, I always try to push over $25 a month when possible to the savings account. Okay. Because all of this started, Brother O asked me how much money was in the PayPal at this time. Now, remember, he asked how much is in the PayPal. All right. Somehow or another, people got the impression that that was a PayPal for Brother O. That's People's Legal Aids Project account. Your donations would not necessarily be tax deductible if we did it any other way. It's just like the Red Cross and everything else. You're donating to them, but you're doing it because you feel that they would be helping the victims that you want to help. So
now I just want to stop that there because y'all got to hear that for yourself. Do y'all remember when we was talking to Ozone last night and what he said? He just told y'all, though. He just said you're not donating to Ozone. You heard that, right? That you're donating to the organization that's helping that person. So you're donating to his organization, and his organization is saying they're going to help Ozone. How many of you that are donating to Ozone were told or under the impression that the money you were giving doesn't belong to Ozone, it belongs to this man's organization? Any of you that donated based on othel.org and what the website says, did at any time you get the impression that you were giving the money to him and his organization and it wasn't directly for Ozone? So y'all just heard him say that. I'm just saying, I just want to throw it out there because we brought that up and Ozone said it and he just said it himself.
obviously, for you to get the tax deduction for PLAP, you have to donate to PLAP. We've always stated that. So I don't know why there is all of a sudden this confusion 2 years after we saved this brother's life. I don't know why. It just feels like COINTELPRO to me. That's what it feels like. Because everywhere in my life with this new arrest, they have tried to send out messaging to the people I do business with, try to say, oh, look what he did. You shouldn't do business with him. And that was a lie. Michelle on her live read an article that even the Houston Chronicle retracted itself when it came out with a second article that said, hey, remember when we told you a guy was waiting in the bushes to attack the police? Apparently, that's not the case. But she didn't want to tell you that. That's not going to get her clicks and views.
Why does anybody think that I ever go live for clicks and views? If I went live for clicks and views, you know I would be live more often than I fucking am. Do you know that I've only been live so far because they haven't added up the money yet? So this is from 2 videos that I edited and from 1 live that I had. I have already made $1,000 on YouTube. So if I was about clicks and views, I'd be in this motherfucker running my mouth every day to try and get that money that they be giving to me. But you see how he says, once again, this seems COINTELPRO-ish. I will be clear. Ozone asked me to say this shit. Why does he keep bringing up COINTELPRO when we was having meetings with this nigga behind the scenes, and he knows damn well the shit that I said publicly, Ozone said to him behind closed doors and meetings. But now we're COINTELPRO. He's full of shit, and he knows this is coming from Ozone and not COINTELPRO. Also, this is him gaslighting because I don't know why he wants to focus on what he was arrested for. I don't know what you were arrested for, sir. And I really didn't get into details of that. That's not about this. I just said that your ass was arrested because I was letting people know how we got to the place where we were when Ozone called you up for a contingency plan. I'm not here to dive into your case or figure out what's going on with you in your case. So once again, all of this shit he's been talking, he's been running his mouth for a minute now. How much of this has been him directly showing us what we asked to see? Instead, he's doing a bunch of gaslighting. He's talking about a bunch of other bullshit that doesn't have anything to do with what the fuck this is really about. At all.
And she wonders why people call her a leech on our community, because you do things like this. Don't fact check anything.
So I'm a leech on the community. I'm a leech on the community. Leech. Do we know what that is? Like, nigga, you're the one that created a whole foundation to grab somebody's money and be in charge of it. I haven't asked the community for fucking shit. That's the craziest thing, because out of everybody that I know, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, shout out somebody that you know that's out there doing the work. There's not another motherfucker that I can name right now in the Black community that claims to be an activist that actually doesn't ask for funds, doesn't fucking charge out the ass for events, doesn't charge somebody to have them come to a speaking event, and pays out of their pocket for most of the shit they do. Name another motherfucker for me. Name one. I'm gonna wait for a minute because I want somebody to name one. Because again, let's not forget what this title is about. This is the type of shit that people have been doing to me for years. I'm a leech on the community now. A leech where? Y'all have never funded any fucking business venture I have. And let's be clear, the community has never even paid enough money to fully pay for the fucking events that we have had, even when I sell tickets, because the ticket prices are just too low based on how much it cost us to throw the event. But I'm a leech. I'm not holding on to anybody's money that doesn't belong to me. I haven't asked the community for shit. I work for every dollar that I fucking make. I don't have GoFundMe up like fucking Tariq Nasheed for every goddamn thing I want to do for the community. I'm not Rizza Islam. And when you call me up and you say, bro, we got a free event for the community and we got doctors and people coming, could you come and talk to the people about vaccinations? And Rizza Islam looks at you and says, I can only come if you pay me $10,000. I never looked at anybody and told them, this is my territory. You can't come over here and do no events and have me come to it because you in my territory. What is he talking about? I want y'all to name for me one other motherfucker. I'm a leech off the community. I'm the one motherfucker in the community who does everything I do for the community and I absorb the cost. What the fucking fuck? But I'm a leech off of the community now. Keep my title in mind. I know we're listening to this man talk about ozone and ozone situation, but again, these are the things I'm pointing out in this video. Now, he's going to go through the ledger, then he's going to run his mouth at the end. In the last year, he's going to go through it real fast. I don't know if we'll get to that point. We'll see. But at some point, he talks shit about me too, and he says the money was coming in slower, and we'll see if we get to that point because Michi wasn't promoted on her platform. So now is okay, so 1 minute I'm a leech, 1 minute I'm COINTELPRO Pro, and now it's my fault because I wasn't promoting Ozone enough. I was the only nigga that constantly has promoted him over these years and didn't forget about him. But at one point, he gonna talk shit about me because I didn't raise enough money from my audience. As you're listening to this, I want you to, you can look at Ozone's situation because he came up here last night. Now you can see what the fuck he's talking about. But at the same time, I want y'all to keep in context the shit he is saying about me and how this plays into my title. Like, I'm sick of people putting me through this shit. All I did was step up and try to do the right thing. I was minding my business, being fat, over here eating some food, okay? And my phone rang 17 times. And I said, damn, who called me 17 times? I'm in 17 phone calls. I looked at the phone. I said, shit, that's Mama O. It must be an emergency. I pick up the phone. All I know is it's a meeting in the background and they telling me what's going on and he trying to play games. I'm minding my business, being the fat bitch y'all like to call me. And now all of a sudden, I'm all of these things. People is running me through the ringer. I'm the one that's the problem. I was over here minding my business. That's what I would like to do. I would like to mind my business and people to let me mind my business. That's what I want y'all to do from now on. Okay? I want y'all to remember that's how this happened. I was minding my fat ass business, my fat ass biracial business. Okay? Can I do that?
But let me continue. Okay. So here's another payment, $4,500, $30 wire transfer fee. You know, nobody had a problem then. Michelle claims that Brother O didn't know if the attorneys were getting paid. They actually sent him a ledger of the payments. He actually sent it to me. You know, he asked them to send it to me so I can show it to the people so you can know they were getting paid. And anybody in their right mind know those folk were not going to represent that man in trial if we were not paying them. My only issue was we weren't paying them enough. We needed more money in. But because people like Michelle Kultasak didn't help us to raise the funds through the entire campaign, they had to trickle on in. But she's Johnny on the spot on this issue, though.
We're going to let that sink in for a moment. Like you have a moment of silence for niggas who die. We're going to have a moment of silence for that. Again, I can't win for fucking losing with this community. 1 minute I'm the problem. And then he said that we couldn't raise the funds because I didn't consistently try to raise funds. Since when did it become all of my responsibility to raise all of the money on my platform for Ozone? When did that become my responsibility? And do you see how he says I didn't do my part? When I'm going to repeat again, I am the only fucking big platform that has continued to support Ozone, drop his link and send money to him from my audience, because sometimes y'all cash at me the shit in and I got to send it over there to him. I am the only platform that has continued to do that. So instead of saying that we didn't raise funds because Michi did not support all the way through these years, you should say because Michi was the only platform supporting consistently through these years is why we didn't raise enough. I'm not understanding how I'm COINTELPRO. I'm trying to tear everything down. And it's my fault that Ozone didn't raise the money that he needed. I want y'all to let that phrase sink in, and I want y'all to go back to the title of this fucking video. I can't win for losing. I'm a leech ass bitch. I'm not a revolutionary. So then why would it be my responsibility? Because I'm fake, right? Why would it be my responsibility? And that's what I mean. No matter how much I help the community, it's not never enough. It's my job to have raised all the money. And because I didn't promote him as much as they wanted me to, and nobody else was, now it's my fault that we didn't raise all the money we were supposed to. That's my fault. Okay. I want y'all to remember that, right? Along with the other bullshit he done said. And go back to my title and you'll see why the fuck I said what I said.
Let me continue. So here's another one. $2,500, $30 wire transfer fee. Here's another. $4,500, $30 wire transfer fee. Here's another. $1,800, $30 wire transfer fee. Now, this is the month of December. For those of you who have been following, hold on, my bad. Hold on, my fault. $2,500, $30 wire transfer fee. $4,500, $30 wire transfer fee. $1,800, $30 wire transfer fee in the month of December. You know, December is one of our lowest months when it comes to production with this defense fund and raising the funds in this case. So let me try to do something real quickly. Let me see if I can show you a ledger briefly. Okay. All praise to the Most High, Yakaranda. You know, I'm so sorry too. I apologize to you guys. That's why I made the title the way that I did. No good deed goes unpunished.
Says the man that just said it's my fault that Ozone didn't get all the money, even though my platform We have no obligation, my nigga. Nobody asked me, and we have taken on the task for years of constantly supporting him. But no good deed goes unpunished. I agree with you, my nigga. I fucking agree with you. And it's crazy that he said, I'm doing this for y'all. Why the fuck are you doing it for them, nigga, when you should have been doing this for Ozone? He was in a private meeting with you and other board members, and we asked for you to show this shit you got on the screen right now, and you wouldn't show it to Ozone, but you came to YouTube 2 days later. Makes me think it took you some time to doctor that shit up and change the fucking paperwork before you brought it to the screen. That's what that is. Because if you ask me to go to my transactions and my business organization, whatever the fuck somebody have, nigga, I can go log in right now to my business bank account. I can go to the bank account it's about, and we can scroll through all the transactions right the fuck now. You could have did that shit in the goddamn meeting. I'm doing this for y'all. Bitch, you should have did it for Ozone because that's his money. And then earlier, did you hear him say, and we did all this to save that brother's life? You ain't saved Ozone's life. Ozone is facing 30 fucking years. He didn't win. He didn't get off. That man needs to work on his appeals. And at the end of the day, you have not saved his life. He is still sitting in there facing 30 years. Who the fuck told you you did some grandiose shit? The goal would be to have him be free. Nigga, he's serving 30 years as we speak. How the fuck did you save his life? Y'all just be saying any motherfucking thing on these internets.
I mean, this case is all but over. Trial over 2 years ago, and now somebody's trying to make a false claim. It's amazing. It's amazing. But let me see if I can try to show y'all this ledger. Bear with me. It's going to be difficult. Let me share. Stop sharing the screen. Let me try to share again, because I'm not exactly sure if. Okay, finally, it's picking up. Let me see here. I think this is it. Well, let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the right one. Let me put this up for right now. I don't think what I really want is this one. Like I said, hang on, bear with me. Bear with me. Let me put this up first just to give you some visual. We'll talk about this in a second. All right. These are some funds that people donated expressly for helping Brother Ofer with individual assistance, but we'll go through that in a second. But what I want to show you is this ledger here. Sometimes I have to focus it first for StreamYard to pick it up. Now let me try again.
I'm not going to make y'all listen to this bum ass nigga the whole video. If y'all want to go over there, y'all can go and watch the video. I think that so far what I've played has made the point that I would like to make. Like, at the end of the day, from the Ozone situation, this man clearly is an asshole, because all of this stuff that Ozone asked for, he put up on the screen. Now, if you go watch it, he does go through some more numbers and things like that, right? To state that he paid them this much money. And my question is, if you have paid out all that money, which is what I asked him, then that means that his first attorneys are almost paid off, right? That's all we were asking, but he couldn't answer that. So if you want to watch it, he goes through the ledgers and he goes through stuff. He gets real sloppy and starts talking too much in the last year or whatever. But the point that I want to make for this video, y'all have seen the point that I want to make. And somebody said he's only one person, Michi. So Charlie, I don't know if you just first came in here, but it's not just about him. We played a woman before that. I have talked about all of the things that have happened in the community. People sabotaging the Black agenda, throwing away the paperwork. The Black woman I was working with who started stealing the tickets to the event. And we had to come up with the money. And shout out to the audience. Y'all came up with the money when she was stealing the money for the Black agenda when we first went on tour. I have had all kind of people do dumb shit. I talked about the woman who I hired to do emails and give her a job, and her Black ass, because I was going to let her go and wasn't her friend like she wanted me to be, she went in my emails and she gave all of my personal stuff away to somebody on YouTube who wanted to run me through the ringer. And although it wasn't really anything for him to talk about, he found whatever he could to try and use it against me. Okay. So at the end of the day, I could go on and on and on. I mean, if you want me to talk about the last thing that happened, I spent all my money to go to Chicago. And when I got to Chicago, there was a 2-day event and people did not bother. It's funny because remember what I told y'all about Chicago, y'all? So the event was donation based. So since nobody paid for the event to come there, they had all signed up. And it was a Black man that even though we had taken care of the event space with him, it was free. He said that we weren't on a schedule. So when people got there, he sent them away. There was a parade and stuff going on. I'm from out of town. So I got there a little bit late. But nobody bothered to email and say, yo, Michi, is there an event here? They let that man tell them there's no events here this weekend and leave. Although y'all saw me online, y'all got emails that said I was here and I would see y'all the next day. None of y'all bothered to email me and say, Michi, are you having an event or not? And then half the people who signed up the first day also signed up for the second day. They didn't even bother to come back the second day because they took that man's word over sending me an email. But watch this. When I went to LA, I made people pay the donation fee online before they got their ticket. Okay. I had a lady who donated to me $20 for her ticket, $20. Do you know that when she got to the event, because shout out to Deja at my niece, we had an amazing time. She lives in a dope ass condo. You roll up, there's this big ass water fountain in the middle. It's big ass lions by the front door. It is definitely a residence. They're condos, right? But in those condos, you have meeting rooms, viewing rooms. And so she can get them off her rent. So she booked them so that we could get in, right? So that we could get in to the event. She used her place. So a lady pulls up. She emails me because she paid $20. She emailed me and she says, there's no event here today. This is not an event space. This is a residential place. So I would like a refund for my $20 for the ticket. Then later she emailed me and said, regard my last email, because she didn't even bother to come inside before she sent that email. She just assumed that's where we weren't. And if you came inside, the doormen, they were all Black. They was really helpful. They was letting people park in the garage, even though they weren't supposed to. They really supported what we was doing. They thought what we was doing was a good thing, right? And so they was really helpful. When she came in, she found out she was in the right place. So she said, disregard my last message. But this is my point. Do you see how because she paid $20 for her ticket, before she even got out her car to come in, you know what she was doing? Emailing me about her fucking money and where the event was. In Chicago, not one of you niggas out of over 50 people who signed up bothered to email me at all and ask me what was going on. Because since you didn't pay anything for the event and I paid out of my own pocket, you was like, oh, fucking well, I'm just going about my business. Had you given me just $5 for that fucking ticket, y'all niggas would have been emailing me talking about your money. That just happened. If you want to talk about the event before that, I threw a whole survival event out here, Georgia, in the woods. We put together a 3-day event. I bought all of these supplies off of fucking Amazon. I bought all of these things for the event. We got tents for everybody. We put all of this together. We had an Airbnb house. This man that I was putting this together with in the so-called gun community here, he came in. He was very disrespectful. A person that I have interviewed his daughters. I have worked with him. He is a gun person. And because he came into the event and he wasn't the highlight, because everybody was like, Michi, I didn't know men could be jealous of women. This man disrespects the people that were there. He disrespected the timeline and the events that we had. He invited a bunch of people for free. And when I had something to say to him about the fact that all of his fucking people he didn't account for came and took up my Airbnb, bitch, tell him to go get in a tent like everybody else outside. So when me and him had our conversation, and we're having a conversation, I'm not getting loud with him, but men don't like when you be direct with them and you a woman. We're sitting and we're having a conversation. We're around a whole group of people off in the corner. Nobody heard us talking. We weren't even talking loud. And I'm a loudmouth motherfucker, even when I ain't arguing or yelling. But they couldn't hear us. We was having a regular conversation. I told them I felt that I was being disrespected by a lot of the men there. And I felt like y'all do this because I'm a woman. Because if I was a man, there's no way you would have ever disrespected me like this. I paid for all of this stuff. And then you come into the Airbnb and take the only personal room with a bathroom. Bitch, I paid for this house. How dare you go and get the bathroom that's private with a private bathroom with the bedroom, and you done invited all these niggas I don't know, and I got to come out of my budget. You got me fucked up. I paid for this house. Then when I came in and had a problem and tried to question him, the other men in the house said, oh, she out of order. Why she in here disturbing everybody? Bitch, I paid for all of this. This is what the black men in the community did. So as me and him are having the conversation at the end of the event, and he like, oh, we still good? And I'm like, yeah, we good. But I would have never disrespected you like that, Dr. Thrasher. I'm not understanding why you did that shit to me. Like, I have a problem with the way you conducted yourself. Now, he done put all the supplies that's left over in the back of his truck. Okay? And he claimed he about to come by my house and give me my shit when you could have just left it where it was. This nigga says to me, he says, no, you get away with a lot of shit because you a woman. It's not that a motherfucker will respect you more. He said, you want to know why why the men have a problem with you? I said, I absolutely do. He said, let's go outside and have a conversation. So I walked behind him to go outside because I'm thinking we finna have a conversation with these other men about the situation. And we get outside and this nigga, just like a bitch, turns around in front of everybody and says, somebody tell this bitch that if she was a man, I'd shoot her in her face. And I look at him and I say, really? We was just in there having a conversation. Now you want to fight me or shoot me in my face? Why are you out here acting like this? This is my response. None of the men standing around that call themselves the black gun community or the men who teach self-defense in our community, like Brother Shem and people that I've highlighted, right? Sent my kid to his school and all of that bullshit. None of them came up to him and said, bro, calm down. What's the problem? So then he starts to manhandle me. He purposely steps on both of my feet, right? He knows what he's doing. Then when they don't stand up for me and I decide to get loud back and say, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, bitch, you want to fight? Let's fight. I don't give a fuck. Let's fight. I've been fighting men all my motherfucking life. Nigga, I'm not scared of you. I've been knocked out and everything else. What do you want to do, bitch? Because you acting like a real bitch right now. So now I start standing up for myself. And the men are like, oh, well, she's arguing with a man. Women need to know how to stay in their place. Well, when the fuck was y'all going to step in? He steals all of my supplies. I say to them, this nigga got all my shit on the back of the truck. Nobody stops him or says one fucking thing to him and holds him accountable. And these are all his friends and all of the people in the community, all the black men that's about black power and black women. And he drives off and he steals all of my stuff. I came home, and even though he didn't beat me up, I had bruises all over my body from him grabbing me and manhandling me. When he stepped on my feet, he knew what he was doing. So both of my big toenails turned completely black, and they had to grow out and fall off. It's been a year. My toenail just fucking got back right. Charlie, it's not just one person. Absolutely, it's not just one person. So again, somebody said he knows you're a woman, Michi. Well, again, I'm going to go be a woman. And since you men are supposed to be the leaders, stand the fuck up. Which one of you men can fill my shoes? Because I'm offering them to you. You can have them. Which one of you niggas can fill my shoes? I want to know. You're right, I'm a woman. And I'm getting ready to just go be a woman. I don't want to be nobody's savior no more. I don't want to be nobody's leader no more. I want to just go be a woman. How about that? Anybody who wants these shoes, call me. I'll send them to you in the mail. And when you put them on, let me know how well they fit. And if you're really comfortable in them. Because none of you niggas understand what a motherfucker go through or what it takes to do the shit that I do. At all. So it's not just one person. It's a lot of people. And I'm just tired. Ken's thing is not that big of a deal. Goddess Masterpiece is not as big as some of the things that other people have done to me. But it's like the straw that broke the camel's back. I've just had enough. I've had enough. Okay. So this is why we're where we are today. So it's not just one person. I would not be throwing in a towel for no motherfucking Ken. Fuck Ken. Fuck Ken. Like, you know damn what Ken's talking about. Shout out to My Life Been Exchanged for Yours FBA. $5. Holla said, sorry, Michi, I said the names on your channel, but I'm here in Chicago, RP Tupac. Shout out to Tupac. I think I put that up there a while back. Shout out to Poetess. Thank you for the $10 holla. Shout out to the FBA. He says, I feel you. That was back when I was saying what I was saying. And then he comes back with another $5 holler and says, call Tariq and Black Alpha to come on your show and confront them, work it out in this FBA business. Confront them. I would love to see that. Tariq not going to come and have no show with me. Tariq disrespectful as hell. Tariq says that y'all shouldn't listen to me, that I'm an old bitch. Like, this is the funny thing about Tariq. Tariq was going to put me, he was scouting for new Black revolutionaries or people he could put in his new videos or his shows, right? People kept saying, Michi X, Michi X. He knew exactly who I was, and knowing that I was working with Dr. Watkins. And at one point, he kind of liked me, but it hurt his feelings because when he co-opted ADOS, I went live and did the video. It's on MX Network. If anybody want to see it, all my videos I took off YouTube are on MX Network in the archive. There's hundreds of them if you want to go on a Michi X marathon, okay? And the video is there. I cussed Tariq out and I said, you a co-oping nigga. I said, you act like you was cool with ADOS and then you turn around and co-opt their movement. Nigga, you did exactly what the fuck white people do to us. That's some crazy ass shit. I called them out on it. Nobody else wanted to because everybody wants to kiss Tariq's ass. Ever since then, it was all out war. He told people not to listen to me. I'm not no kind of leader. He went and put whack ass Vicky in his movie just because he knew me and her didn't get along because the bitch is dumb. She didn't add any value to the fucking movie. Vicky is a nutcase, okay? But he tries to prop her up all the time just because me and her don't get along. There is no talking to Tariq. I don't want to talk to Tariq. I think Tariq is a grifter in our fucking community. You niggas have never done anything when it comes to Tariq, right? Right. And this is the thing. I want y'all to name for me one thing that Tariq has done for the community that he didn't make y'all pay for. And then name all of his business ventures and how he made you pay for them. Like Making Hidden Colors was a documentary that he sold and made millions of dollars off of selling. That's a business venture. Why did y'all give him the money to make the documentary? All y'all did was fund his business venture. Y'all gave him all of that money to build the Hidden History Museum. First of all, what the fuck do we need a museum for? How the fuck is that going to get anybody free? One. And two, it's not a museum. It's a nightclub that he throws comedy shows in. It has a bar in the back and niggas can buy liquor and get food off the steam table. Now, somebody going to say you being a hater. And I'm saying, I don't give a fuck what you want to say. Because I'm going to tell you this. If he really bought that for the community, Tariq should have a board. And that board of FBAs should be in charge of the museum. The funds that come in, if that was for the community, the funds that come in, the board should decide where the funds go. If something happens to Tariq, the board should be able to continue to run the museum because it belongs to the community. But that's not what happened. Tariq owns that museum outright. It belongs to him. It's in his name. If he died, his wife get it. Y'all bought this nigga a nightclub. You did not build a museum for the community. And I will say again, how the fuck is the museum going to save the Black community? So again, like I say, I don't fuck with Tariq. Tariq is a grifter. Tariq becomes whatever he needs to be. The nigga was Pan-African when it paid off. Then when it didn't pay off no more, he became FBA and co-opted that fucking movement. Before that, all of a sudden, he was a pimp. Now what are you, nigga? He got pepper spray and socks and told you niggas that if you bought this pepper spray that you would be safer around white supremacists. He said that if Ahmaud Arbery had some of this Ogun juice pepper spray, he might still be alive today. Now, how disrespectful is that? So your pepper spray was going to stop them motherfuckers from shooting Ahmaud Arbery? Really? And y'all ate that shit up. Y'all bought pepper spray and tube socks. What the fuck? Do the tube socks help you run faster from white supremacy? I'm just not understanding what the tube socks had to do with anything. Tariq sells y'all shit. Tariq doesn't do anything for the Black community. So I don't desire to have a conversation with a nigga like that. Because regardless of what y'all say, y'all tend to judge people by how many viewers they have, how popular they are online. But if we talk about work in the community and who's really out here doing something and who's a real activist, nigga, Tariq can't touch me on that vein. Who got more followers? Who can take more money from the community? Who can make you niggas pay for their business ventures more? Oh, Tariq got me beating that all day. It's not something I even desire to do. So no, I would never have a conversation with Tariq Nasheed. If I ever saw Tariq Nasheed in person, I'm going to kick that nigga in his knee. Y'all know he got gout in his knee. That's because he old. Why he still keep trying to dye his grays. And he got that fucking shoe paint on the top of his head. I don't have no respect for Tariq. Tariq can't never say shit to me. And she don't say nothing to me no more after he had to pay all that money for that trademark. If the bitch say something else about me, I'm going to trademark his kid's name. Whoever the fuck he got in his life, he play, I'm going to trademark some more shit. I don't ever want to talk to Tariq. Me and Tariq not finna work nothing out. And I know that your name is FBA, my life been exchanged for yours. And so, shout out to you for all of the support. But let me tell you, I'm not down with the FBA movement. I'm down with the ADOS movement because that's where it started. And Tariq has no political education. He has nothing to get y'all to where y'all need to go in reparations. He just collects a lot of money. So y'all can buy FBA flags, you can buy t-shirts, you can go to an event in the name of FBA, but none of that is really getting you towards reparations. If you look at Tone and Yvette, they actually work within politics. Tone is a lawyer. Yvette has been in politics for many years. When we talk about California, it's probably the first state making the biggest strides when it comes to reparations. I want you to know that a lot of that is due to ADOS. We have not seen Tariq and his people in none of those things. Tone Talk actually testified in the hearing about ADOS and reparations. So Tone and Yvette are putting in real work that you can touch, that's tangible, since he likes to say that all the time, right? And so I don't respect the fact that he came in and to fill his pockets and make money because he has a bigger platform than Yvette and Tone. He used that. He acted like he was their friends. He got in good with them. Then as soon as he was good, then he backed up and tried to call them the ops. He said that they were working for somebody else, that we shouldn't trust them. Just like this nigga trying to call me COINTELPRO. He did the same thing to Tone and them and said that they wasn't about shit. And so he co-opted a group of people who actually are able to put in the work to get us reparations for a nigga who just finna make money off the idea of reparations. There's a difference, right? There's a difference. Let me see. Let me go back. Hold on. Let me go back and read this. Shout out to the to FBA though. He says shit, I'm in Chicago, I wouldn't do that. Thank you for the $5 holler. I think he's talking about when they didn't show up for the event. And then he said, I like Black Alpha Tariq and Soft. I don't know who Black Alpha is. I would have to go look him up. I'm be honest. I don't know who the fuck that is. And Tariq is a punk. Tariq is a punk. He is. He a old shucking and jiving ass nigga who try to play the community. Next he about to be a preacher. He gonna do the same thing Jay Morrison did on y'all. When he cannot grift the community anymore, he gonna come out and be a pastor. I want to see how many faces this nigga got. First he was Pan-Africanism. Now it's fuck the Pan-Africanism shit. How much money did he make being a Pan-African first? No, come on, y'all. Come on. So I have to go look up. Thank you for the $5 holler. Thank you for all the support you gave tonight in this live. I'm gonna go look up Black Alpha. I don't know who that is. I know who Professor Black Truth is, and what's that other nigga name? They the same people. If you listen to they the same fucking people, but they try to act like they not. I know them niggas, but I'm gonna go look up Black Alpha. I don't know who the fuck that is. I don't know. Somebody says I got the ADOS book. So shout out to ADOS. Shout out to Tone. Yes, Black Authority. They're the same people if you ask me. But shout out to Tone and Yvette. I've met Tone and Yvette, and I would just say that Yvette is a very genuine person. Even if you don't agree with her method of politics, I think we all can argue that. But genuinely, she is definitely about the fight for reparations. That is her goal, whether you respect the way she wants to get to it or not. That's her goal. She's not out here to grift or to play any damn body. So that's why I have respect for them. She's very genuine. I love Yvette and Tone. So I have a lot of love and respect for them. And when I called Tariq out, I didn't know them at that point. It was just me seeing a nigga doing something wrong in our community and me calling it out. That's it. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Earlier when I started this, I didn't know if I would be here this long. So I was planning on coming back, but I am not, because it is already goddamn 10 o'clock when I was going to go live again, you guys. So anyway, I will be back tomorrow. I just want to say in all of this, shout out to EM Engineer. Thank you for the $20 holla. Much love from Macon. All right. Much love back to you from Hampton. We both in Georgia. Shout out to the Georgian folks. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. But again, like I said, y'all, I'm not going nowhere in the sense that y'all not gonna see me. But yeah, I'm retiring from being an activist. I retire. Okay. I told y'all, I mean this shit. I've been saying it, but I just wanted to show y'all in real time, like some of the stuff that I have to deal with that makes me feel this way. I know I talk about it, but I think it's a little different when I can show y'all actually what the hell I be dealing with. And so I just wanted y'all to see that for yourself. The people that I help, this is what they do to me. Again, that video, if y'all want to go finish watching his video, he does give numbers. I was adding it up a little bit to see if it added up, but I just didn't understand why he didn't give the numbers to Ozone from the beginning, because Ozone was the one asking for them. So, you know, that was just part of it. And again, I don't know why the video was addressed to me. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just a spokesperson for the man who needed a voice. That's it. I let Ozone come on my live last night. He spoke for himself. All of that stuff I said on the live, you heard Ozone say as well. So I'm not understanding why he doesn't have anything to say to Ozone, but it's all towards me. You know, I find in this community, I won't say that I have a lot of Black men who protect me and support me, and I love being around them because they walk in the men that they are. So it allows me to be the woman that I am. And these are just men who are like my friends and my brothers, but I love them for the men that they are, just period, and all the people that surround them in their lives, but the person that they are to me. So I won't say that's not there, but I will tell you, I've had a lot of run-ins with men in the community, and I don't know if they think that I'm a safer target because I'm a woman, but yeah, men come for me a lot. They do. They want to fight me. They want to talk shit about me. They'll come for me, they'll come for anybody else. Like, why is Ken not talking to Ozone? Ozone is the one that called you out on your bullshit. Ozone made a whole live last night saying the same shit I said. Are you going to turn around and go say something to Ozone now? Not that you should. You should shut the fuck up. But why am I your target? Why me? People think I'm an easy target. Now I lose my mind. I let my white side come out and I start mass shooting you niggas. Don't say nothing. Don't fucking say nothing. I'm nice until I'm not. Okay? So leave me the fuck alone, Ken, okay? Because you ain't the only nigga that can lay and wait in some bushes, bitch. Okay? Leave me alone. Y'all love to call me white. I'm Michelle Rose. Since y'all want to say my name so much, that's my middle name. Rose gonna get that ass. You keep on playing. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Let me see. Let me go back. Shout out to you, Joseph, with the $5 holler says, ha ha ha. So Tariq used to be Pan-African. Much love for you, Michi, all the way from Australia. Well, shout out to Australia in the house. And yes, he used to be a lot of stuff, but he was a pimp first. I'm sure there's videos if you want to look up the evolution of Tariq Nasheed or something. They're all online. I mean, on YouTube. But he was a lot of things. He was a pimp first. He was Pan-African. And then he moved into this FBA stuff because he changes his, what I call a grift, every couple of months or every year or something. He turns into something different. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, he used to be Pan-Africanism. That's what used to get him paid. Now all of a sudden he's not. Now everybody's a tether. Shout out to Dr. Tracy in the house. Thank you for the $100 holler. She's always showing love. She says the wisest advice was to send Ozone a cash app. Please share it again. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. Dr. Tracy always coming here and shows some really great love every time she does. She's always giving at least $100. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dr. Tracy. And again, we got another $5 holler from Come to Chicago First. I'm gonna come to Chicago because I like Chicago. I have people I love in Chicago, so I spend time in Chicago because of that. But I will put in Ozone's Cash App. Let me look up here. I just want to make sure that I have it right since Tracy asked me before I get out of here. I want to put the right one in the chat for everybody. And everything that everybody sent him, he got it. He was very grateful for that. And some of y'all cashed at me, but I sent it right over to him to the Cash App as well. Okay, let me put it in here. Okay. Yep, that's it. Okay, there you go. It's in the chat, you guys. Dr. Tracy asked for it. Anybody else, but there goes Ozone's Cash App, you guys. again, as I said before I get out of here, as Dr. Tracy said, when you ask me, oh, thank you, Miss Watchman. And I love you, Miss Watchman. I just want to say that to you. I love you. Miss Watchman is another one of them women. I don't know how they treat her, but she be in these streets in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, looking out for her community out there. So anyway, she's been around for a while. She's a real genuine person, and she's a woman that's in the streets caring about her community. So I love you, sis. Just want to say that to you. Thank you for all your support over all of this time, you guys. But again, as Dr. Tracy was saying, I just feel like when y'all like, you deal with the funds, no. We're going to find a way for Ozone to, and his family, or whoever he wants to deal with his funds. So I'd rather have him have access to it. I don't want to be responsible for anything like that for nobody no more in the community. So yeah, so we're going to figure that out for Ozone. I did look up the Give, Send, Go. It looks like when I looked at all the rules that he should be able to use Give, Send, Go. There's not any stipulations on it, kind of like on PayPal where it says you can't use it to raise money for people in certain situations, defense, criminals, all that. Give, Send, Go doesn't say that at all. So I'm thinking we might be good with that. So we're gonna try it out and figure it out, but we'll figure it out, y'all. In the meantime, there goes the Cash App. All right, y'all. I've been in here 3.5 hours. I didn't intend to be here this long, but hey. I just figured I was going to drink my coffee and shoot the shit with y'all, and however long it lasted, it did. And shout out to y'all, because some of y'all been in here with me since I started this live. Y'all done spent almost a part-time job over here with me. I love y'all. I do. I love me too. So I'm just going to do what I need to do in life for Michi. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying our relationship has to change, right? So there are some things I will not partake in anymore for my own sanity, my own peace, and the love of myself in life, and getting rid of some of this toxicity. I'm tired of stressing. And I'm tired of being a target of bullshit when I'm handing out love and light and flowers and shit. When I got rainbows and Skittles coming out my ass, you don't want the other side of me. Just let me be a nice motherfucker. Let me be nice, because y'all not gonna like the other side of who I am, okay? So that's all I'm saying. But I'll see you guys. We're gonna come back and talk tomorrow. California has a bill. If y'all want to look it up ahead of time, y'all can. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But go look up the bill where California is talking about fining you if you say things they consider to be like hate speech on social media. I told y'all that our freedom of speech was about to be challenged. I told y'all that shit. I told y'all about the police. Remember I told y'all that the police were going to be drones and flying around, and it wasn't going to be regular police? Well, guess what? Florida has the first autonomous police car. It drives around with no police in the car. It has 360 cameras. It has infrared beams on it, so it can see the heat of your body if you're hiding in a building or behind something. And on the roof, it has a drone that it can send out so it can get a bird's eye view of you. I told y'all this was coming. So we'll talk about all of that on tomorrow, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Like the video, share the video, subscribe if you have not, hit that notification bell. Thank you guys for all of the super chats tonight and for sitting in here with me in this conversation this long. And I will see y'all guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for all your love and support and everything that I've said. I don't want y'all to think that I don't appreciate the people who have shown me love and support. Y'all have. You really have. And for those people, I'm grateful for y'all. This whole journey has not been a fucked up one, but it has been a hard one. Yeah. And I just realized that, not too long ago, I can get off this ride as soon as I get ready. Didn't nobody make me do this but me. So I can stop when I want to. And I'm stopping. I love y'all. Have a good night, everybody.